because of yourself. I mean, I think their whole point in doing that is to raise other business, but fuck that, man. I'm like, that's
always a problem when you run promos and your regular customers get a hold of them.
Hell yeah.
You don't have any napkins, do you?
Probably.
Tissues, something like that for
Do you
the...
need tissue or napkin?
Napkin's fine, yeah. Something that'll hold up and last 3 hours. Right? Yeah. Still got a little bit of the leftover runny nose from last week.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're not getting us sick, though, right?
I hope not.
Fucking hope not.
I called out last week, you know.
We wolfed down your chili last week, dude.
Yeah.
It was good. You have a lot of chilies in there. It wasn't that hot.
No, that's why I told you. Something about the peppers this year.
Yeah, it was good though. The both of us ate every bit of whatever you gave us in one sitting.
That could be dangerous the next day.
No.
If you need more, just let me know.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Sure. And then headphones to hear the show. Just a
Yep.
reminder on when you're talking, off when you're not.
Roger Dodger.
Whoa.
Let's see here. Headphones plugged in.
Tom, do you still get that fucking, what do you call that when you feel your leg?
Yeah.
Phantom.
Oh, yeah.
Phantom pain. You
Without a
still,
doubt.
even after years, huh?
Oh, yeah.
What year did your accident happen?
18.
Oh,
November.
Damn, that was a long time ago.
We're at the anniversary.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't go away.
is today the anniversary?
No,
No? I knew it was around.
it was late in
I knew it was.
I can't remember if it was before or after Thanksgiving, but I know it was late in the month. Yeah, that your feelings are transmitted to your brain from your nerves,
Yeah.
but they're received and analyzed and dispersed to you in your brain. And so the part of your leg feelings don't get cut out of your brain when the leg gets cut off. You know?
So wild.
Yeah. And it does, I guess I'm kind of blessed because I heard the worst I have is itches.
Yeah.
I would hate to have itches, yeah. I just have tingling.
Yeah, that would be
Oh my
fucking
God, that
horrible.
would
Yeah.
make me mental.
I do get heavy shocks occasionally. Feels like I'm getting hit by 200 volts or worse, you know.
Does it literally jolt you?
It seems to be
So wild.
almost weather related.
But
Maybe changes in pressure.
But it doesn't, it's not necessarily from the leg.
It feels like it's coming from down there.
It does.
Where the knee would be almost, yeah.
God, that's so wild, man.
And pardon me, Tom.
Yeah.
Remind me, you have an announcement, something new? for
We
the
moved,
business?
right?
Yeah, new location.
Yeah, new location.
Okay.
You got one, you close the other one.
Correct.
Did the rent get crazy, or why'd you do it?
The squeaky wheel got the grease, the squeaky wheel being the CrossFit that was next to me, complaining about the parking. So they would have to park 100 feet away.
Which
To
was
walk
what,
into
like
the
a
CrossFit
workout
and
joint?
run 3 miles around the complex. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd kill him to walk 100 feet.
You know.
Especially if you're going there to work out.
To the closest spot.
Closer.
Yeah.
Then you get out and walk 7 miles through the store.
Right. I generally prefer
Yeah.
to park farther away anyway. Well, correct.
Although I will say, so I have the handicap, and so I do like to park really close because by the time I finish that loop inside, I am done. Like that,
You're burned, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
totally different, though. Yeah,
But no, I feel you there, yeah.
I'm in their jogging clothes and the overpants.
Yeah.
What cracks me up though is I'll pull into a parking lot and the whole back section is empty. You know, so that's where I park. So I don't want people banging up my shit.
Not at Costco.
And then you
that
come
fucking
out
place is full.
and somebody parks right next to you. It's like they're not hurting vehicles, okay? There's no safety in numbers. Why couldn't you park like 2 fucking spots away?
So I went to pick up my girls at the school one year, and I forgot my little handicap placard, but I just pulled into the handicap spot, figure I'm going to get them, I'll be going in a minute. Some lady's on her phone in front of me, and I know what she's doing. She's calling on me, right? Sure. And I go out to greet her, like, hey, you know, how you doing? And she doesn't even want to look at me, acknowledge me, nothing. And I usually roll around like this So it's not like it's obvious, my sleeve is up and you
Did
can
she see it?
And she saw, but she still just turned around and ignored me. So I get home and the sheriff rolls up to my house.
Oh my God.
Yeah. She
All right,
called
we're going
him
up, guys. Welcome, my friends, to the only show of its kind. We are here to solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. Our goal in life is to make your life a little better. You've been ripped off. I'd love to hear from you. We got open lines today. Usually we have some outbound calls when it comes to Fridays, especially because it is car day, and we've got some great guests in. Kevin Calkins, Sheridan Auto Tech, as always. How are you doing, Kevin?
Good, Mark. Happy Friday.
Well, thank you, man. I love Fridays. Car Friday is one of my favorite days on the Troubleshooter Show. Jeff Vick, Kimmer Transmission. How are you doing, man?
I'm still short, fat, and ugly, man. I don't change much.
Yeah, you don't. You really don't. And then we got somebody else from up north. Hands-On Auto Tech's been on our referral list for, God, I mean, a long time. I'm guessing 10 to 15 years.
Back when I had two legs, Mark.
Back when you had two legs, Tom Martino with Hands-On Auto Tech. He doesn't make it up here often. How long of a drive is it down here?
It's like an hour and a half from the house.
Yeah, it's a long one,
it's a little
man.
bit of a trip, and I came early today.
Yeah, I know. He shows up. He's texting Suzanne at 9 o'clock going, I'm here. She's like, we get there about 5 minutes before the show. So, you're going to have to chill for a little bit. What'd you end up doing? Going over to Starbucks?
Little food at the egg, whatever, the urban egg thing.
So, do you mind if I talk about your leg real quick?
No, of course, yeah.
So, it's interesting to me. Tom, by the way, let me give the numbers out. Let's get these lines going. Any questions you have, you've been ripped off by a contractor, you got a bad landlord, anything going on in your life you need help with, we love helping people. We love recouping money. We love exposing the bad guys, going after the bad guys, getting directly involved in your problems is what we do. 303-Martino, 303-713-8255, 303-713-8255. Get those calls in now. So Tom lost his, what leg is it, your left?
It's the left leg, yep.
What are you dominant, right or left?
Right.
So you're right-handed, lost the left leg in a car accident in 2018.
Correct.
Now, when it first happened, he was coming in. You used to come in maybe every 3-4 months, whatever it was. So the first time we saw you after the accident, you were talking about phantom pain. Is that the right word for it?
That's correct. Yeah, you still feel the leg. You still experience random pains, shoots, electrical jolts and shocks, tingling.
It's wild. It's wild. Think about that. That entire limb is gone, but your brain still thinks it's there.
Your brain still has the map to give you the feelings.
It
and
feels
register
pain.
That. Exactly.
And you described it as electrical shocks. You said occasionally it's really crazy. It's like getting jolted by not like a little 9-volt battery you touch your tongue to, but, putting a what? Like, how would you describe it?
What the doctors say is because the map is used to receiving signals from your hands, everything, every part of your body. When suddenly it stops receiving them,
it freaks out.
It gets hyperactive. It starts freaking out. Like, what do I do? And so it'll be like, oh, tell him his knee's on fire. Maybe he'll look at it and deal with it. Tell him his ankle's twisted backwards. So it starts sending you all these things, trying to get your attention. Like, hey, something must be wrong because I'm not getting any feedback.
That would totally and it never goes away. I mean, you're talking 6. You're almost 8 years.
Yeah, no, it's still just
and it's still the same thing. And the doctors say that part never goes away, the phantom pain.
You can do things to help with it. Therapy, one of the things is mirror therapy, where you set a mirror next to your existing limb and you maneuver the existing limb while trying to think about maneuvering the missing limb.
Do you do it?
I've tried it, and it certainly helps. It's a little freakish almost.
And then he made a comment that was really wild, guys. He said, I'm actually lucky or blessed because a lot of people, they'll itch all the time there. Can you imagine we've all had that itch and it drives you crazy, but there's nothing to itch.
Yeah, you can't
There's no way to make it go away.
You can experience phantom limb dislocation as a person with all your limbs by taking a mirror, hiding your left hand behind the mirror, and watching your right hand. And you turn the hands together. And I don't know if you can see me on Facebook, but you turn both hands with thumbs pointed right, then left, then right, then left. And you keep doing that for a while, watching the mirror, and then reverse the hands opposite directions, and you'll feel your left hand disconnect. Because your brain's saying it's going right when really it's going left.
That's absolutely crazy. We had, who was the optometrist, Suzanne, that used to come in with Icon? He had the alpacas. I love that guy.
Dr. Lidoff.
Dr. Lidoff. So when this guy was doing his residency, he does eye surgeries. Okay? He's not like, hey, look at the chart kind of guy. He's like, he gets in there and attaches retinas and blah, blah, blah. They had one come in when he was a resident years and years and years ago. Somehow they rewired, it was a car accident, and they rewired the eyeballs backwards. So basically you had your left eye and right eye switched up to your brain, and they couldn't figure out what this guy's problem was for months and months and months. And then finally they figured out they rewired him wrong.
I had a friend that severed 2 fingers. And when they were reattaching the fingers, they connected the nerves to the wrong side of the finger.
Oh my God! So the index and
the right side would feel what left side was doing.
That's crazy.
So if he stuck himself on a pen, instead of pulling away from it like you normally would, he would actually push farther into it because his brain was telling him it was on the other side.
That is crazy.
He said it took about 6 months before his brain rewired that.
Man, so this guy with the eyes eventually. He was getting better. I guess his brain just started adapting to the change of the eyes, but he still had a bunch of different problems. Then they discovered what it was, and they switched it back or whatever. I mean, the human body's insane. Hey, Janelle, what's going on with you?
So I have a 2016 Toyota Tacoma that we've been having issues with for the past few months. Taking it to multiple mechanics, and the last mechanic we took it to said, this issue is further into there, and I think you should take it into Toyota. So
hey, Janelle, help us out with what kind of problems? What were the symptoms to begin with?
We had an issue. My husband would accelerate to get onto the highway, and he'd completely lose power, and he'd have to pull over to turn off the truck, check engine light.
And then what would happen? I think we lost her. Kelly, did we just lose her? I don't know what happened there.
I'm here.
I'm sorry. Hello? I thought we lost you. So
you're good.
So when you say the check engine light would come on, but when you say lose power, like you couldn't hit the gas, it wouldn't go any further, it turned off, what?
You couldn't hit the gas.
Okay, it just simply
would start sputtering, I guess.
Guys, that doesn't even sound like limp mode. That sounds like a major issue, right?
Yeah, we had one of these that was a connection between the fuel pump and the fuel pump computer.
And it would just go out?
It was the connection itself. So people would replace components and it wouldn't solve it. You actually ended up having to rewire the pins,
So Janelle, you brought it to who? Who looked at it first, and what did they sell you? What did they tell you?
I'm not going to say any names about the first few shops because they were great.
Okay.
I mean, no.
They couldn't fix it, but they were great. I get it.
What kind of codes
they
was
were
it
great.
Yeah.
So we changed.
Hold on. What codes was it?
What codes?
The 303. So it was misfire and cylinder 3.
Okay.
0303. Yeah, misfire and cylinder 3.
What did the first couple shops do? Like, what did they replace?
So first one replaced the valve packs and spark plugs. And it ran great for like a day. And then we had the issue again. It started happening again. And so I went somewhere else. He replaced the fuel injector. And then again, it ran for like 2 days and then didn't work. And so I took it up to Interstate Toyota. They said I needed a new ECM board.
Oh my God. How much was that quoted at?
$1,500.
Man.
And this is after I've already,
How much did you have into it up to that point with the other shops?
I'd say about $2,000.
Holy crap. Yep. So did you end up buying this board?
Yes. They put it in.
And then what?
And this is where we're at now. and it didn't fix it.
Oh, my God. Hold on. Let me get you on hold. I got to take this break. Kevin, you know I'm going to be asking you about this. And then, Tom, you already said you saw it before. Everybody hold tight. We're going to figure out what's going on there. Raymond, you'll be up after Janelle. 2 lines open. I want to hear from you. I want to dig my teeth into a big problem. Just like Janelle's, I hope we can solve this during the break. 303 Martino. You know, what do you do on that? So, like, you get a code. If it turns out to be the wire, like you're talking about, and this goes for anything that could happen to. So,
Our story was interesting.
Great Western Buildings. Let me tell you why I love them, because I actually had them build me a building about 6 years ago, and it sits right in our driveway. It's a 60 by 40 or a 30 by 50, I forget. I had it fully insulated, windows, doors, 2 big garage doors. It's for our RV and my shop and motorcycles and toys and all that stuff. I absolutely love it, and it still looks brand new 6 years later. You're going to love these guys. 100% American steel, made right here in Colorado. They ship all around the country, but we're lucky to have them here. They've got warranties up to 40 years on the paint and finish. You're just going to love the product. I don't care if it's a training camp building for a football team or if it's a carport and anything in between. You got to check them out. GreatWesternBuildings.com. GreatWesternBuildings.com.
We discovered it by creating a harness to go between the connector and the computer.
Yeah, but when it's that intermittent, did you have to? It must have waited a long time.
When we created the harness, it instantly solved the issue. The issue was gone. We didn't even have to do any testing, just by putting the harness in. So then we can't repin it. It has to go to Toyota because they have the access to the pin kits.
Got it.
We sent it to Toyota to repin it. Well, they wanted their master tech to troubleshoot it. He wanted to sell them the computer, like this lady. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so we had to go over there with our custom harness
And show them.
install it, and show them it's fixed. Yeah.
Mark, somehow it knew it was me. It launched my desktop.
It sees the camera sees you.
Oh, I see. Well, I was trying to light it all up for you, so you would have it, but I don't know how to change it.
Every time my texts come up, it's they need a computer. I send them back.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, do another round. You do need some sometimes, though. I just had to do one in a
Shannon, where have you been, brother? My God, where have you
Durango
been?
with a bad alternator.
I can't hear you.
It wouldn't charge.
I hear him not.
He's not talking.
And the client replaced the alternator, replaced the battery. Finally gave up, came in, and we sold the computer.
He didn't hear you.
Okay, fine. Don't talk to me. I said, where have you been, brother?
Those are scary, too, because then you order the first one.
I'm just curious where you been for the
Then
last 2-3 days. You've been traveling the
wondering if
world,
you're stupid and
taking
stuff.
days off. You working? What are you
Luckily,
doing?
the first
Days
one
off?
was
Are you
bad
fucking
because it
retarded?
wouldn't
No.
charge.
Yesterday
So it's a
was
different issue.
Deion Sanders.
Oh.
And then concert announcement at Union Station with KTCL. Sublime
Yeah,
is coming
those
in March,
kinds
and we're doing a
of
thing with them.
Are they a big one? I never heard of them.
And the
Jesus
client's on the
fucking
paper.
Christ. And then what was the day before that? Oh, a 12-hour food drive at King Supers with KOA.
Jesus.
And then tonight I have basketball till 11. But the good news is I'm going to go right to Folsom and set up for for Saturday's football game. So I'm good.
Wow. Okay, well, fuck you.
But then the millionaire felons have Sunday off, so I don't have to do anything then.
Is full of shit. The story about the eyeball is full of shit. Doc
Okay,
says.
Doc, I guess that doctor who specializes in that just lies to us then. Fucking A.
Who's responding? Twat Doc?
Yes.
I usually-
he's
yeah.
saying that
Yeah,
Dr. Lidoff's
here's what we
lying. I mean, it's like, okay, Doc.
You cannot rewire an optic nerve.
You want another
So-
hour or not?
Can you
Well,
rewire-
okay, Doc, I hate to break it to you, but the guy that does it for a living said it happened.
Can you rewire a clitoris, Doc?
Yeah, no shit.
He'd know.
I love when, okay, now we have 2 doctors, one saying that, hey, Doc, you're lying. That never fucking happened. What the fuck, are you crazy,
I
Doc?
would love to see a scalpel fight in the alley.
God bless.
Let's go.
The guy's like, how old would you say Lidoff
I'm
is?
wondering.
Younger than Doc.
Definitely. Well, fuck, everybody's younger than Doc. But my God, I mean, the guy's not like 25.
corporate-owned
Yeah, why
shops
would he walk in
where
here
they
and go,
don't know.
oh, you know what happened to me during my
Timing
residency?
speculum plate.
Hey, it's finally looking like winter.
Love it.
I do too,
wish
man.
I was outside.
That must suck when you're doing games, though, right? Well, you usually are inside.
I'm inside.
We
Whoever's
had,
doing sidelines is the one that's getting
furnace
screwed.
went out. And it's a combi boiler, which means it does the hot water and the heat. And I haven't had time to deal with it, with the move of the shop and everything. So we've had it's my house, yeah. So
.com.
I have no hot shower for like weeks now.
Tom can't hear me, right?
Tom's not here, bro.
No,
And
who's
so
the
last
guy
night we
right
went
in front of me? I thought you were
2 nights ago. We went
No, he can't. Maggio, he can't hear you.
Okay.
He thinks we're just talking to ourselves, probably.
I saw somebody post a video, some woman in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
She's looking at a recipe thing, and it says, in 3 easy steps. And she's like, God damn it.
I took the insert out.
Yeah.
And then, there they are. Yep. And then end up like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So that'll keep the house hot until I figure out what I'm going to
Alrighty.
do with
That's good pump.
All right, 303-713-8255. Two lines open. Get your calls in. Any car questions you have, any problems you have, I don't care what it's regarding. 303-713-8255. 303 Martino. I got deputies standing by to get right on problems. In fact, we're still hoping to get information back from the guy that claims he gave the cops $850 to hand to a customer of his that was causing problems showing up at 2 a.m. in the morning. We've got some things in the background going on. We're actually going to know over the weekend if that guy has a real shop at the address he gave. And hopefully, Dimitri, or I believe the consumer, the actual caller, is going to have the video from the officers, and that's going to be really interesting to watch. If this guy, as he claims, Anthony claims, he gave a cop $850 to give, what was the other guy's name? Christopher, I believe, the money. And he says it's Matthew, thank you. And he says it's all going to be on the video. I just can't wait to see it. I actually got emails last night on that. Most people do not believe Anthony at all. 100% don't believe him. But we have had a few that are like, man, he just sounds so real.
Why would the police take money, though?
I have no idea.
That's weird. They normally wouldn't do that.
I don't think they're allowed to, or at least they're not supposed to. That's just,
Yeah.
that's questions. Be like, that's like a bribe. I mean, that could be anything. Yeah. I mean, a situation like this. Now, let's dive right back into this. 303 Martino, by the way, one line open now. Janelle, so she's got a 2016 Toyota Tacoma. And basically where we left off is she had it in two shops, dropped about $2,000 or $3,000, then brought it over to Toyota, and they quoted her on, what was it called, guys?
PCM.
A PCM, basically the computer for the car. The thing would just stop, not have any power, hit the gas, not move, check engine light on. They threw a bunch of parts on it at a couple different places. That didn't fix it. The dealership said you need that PCM. Did you end up buying it?
Yes, I did.
And there's no way it didn't fix it. There's no way it fixed it, or you wouldn't be calling, right?
Exactly. So they called me the other day and said, we put the part in, it's not working. This is what our mechanic thinks it is. Well, first of all, actually, let me go back here. They said that they need to contact Toyota to figure this out, to see what the next step is.
Well, that happens more than people think. I've dealt with these calls so many times, and what they'll do. In fact, I was dealing one at Dodge not long ago. They literally flew in like an engineer or a head tech or whatever you want to call it to figure out what was going on with the car. So, I mean, that's not that crazy, Janelle. But did they refund you? Are they going to refund you on that PCM? I'm curious on that.
No, they told me it wasn't guaranteed it was going to work.
Well, that's a bunch of crap. I find that, guys, just on that itself, what do you guys think? If you did that, Kevin, now PCMs, back in my day, if you bought it from the dealership,
You own it.
that
Yeah,
you own it.
once you burn a VIN into it, it's done anyway.
Yeah, it's
So,
done.
yeah.
It's like a one-time EEPROM.
Yep.
So basically, they take your VIN, and that VIN shows everything that makes up that vehicle, what kind of radio, everything.
Yep.
And boom, when they shot that in there and program it, it's done.
It's done. It's a one burn. Yeah.
It's useless to anything else.
But I mean,
So what would you do in this case? Would you refund it?
Well, I wouldn't have put the PCM in unless I was 100%.
Tom?
And when they say it that way, they're saying that this could be the problem. We don't know, but this is what we're going to try.
Yeah, but that's what. Okay,
But
I get
where
what
they
you're
went,
saying.
but
That's very frustrating.
It
though.
is.
Tom?
I'm going to use the example of, let's say a car comes in and has an engine that's completely blown, right? You just know it's in pieces. I know the car needs an engine. I'm always going to write in writing, I will put the engine in, and then I will drive it and see what condition the transmission's in.
Yeah.
There's no way for
Or
me to
the
know.
alternator, or the starter.
Exactly.
Sure,
So in the cases like that, I have a discussion with the client. I say, listen, if you're going to make this investment, understand there are other items that could be wrong. Now, if I say to you, I know this is going to fix your car 100%, and then it doesn't,
Yeah, it's a
then I will continue to repair the car until it's fixed on my dime.
So Janelle, how did that conversation go with the Toyota dealer in this PCM? Did they actually say, we think this is the problem, but it might not be, or what?
They really thought it was going to be the problem.
So they told you this is going to fix your car.
Right. They said, we want to try this first. We really think this is the issue. So after that didn't fix it, now they want to put in, like I said, I had the fuel injectors replaced, but I just had the port fuel injectors. Now they're saying all the direct fuel injectors need to be replaced, even though the misfire is only in cylinder 3.
Well, no, the code coming up is only in 3. So,
Yes.
So, guys, is it still sitting at that dealership right now?
Yes, I've been without a truck for now 2 months.
What do you guys, okay, let's just forget about the bad dealership. In my opinion, that's a bad dealership. I'm sorry. People might disagree with me,
You
but they...
shotgun enough parts in a car, sooner or later you're going to fix it.
Oh, my God. You can replace the entire car, and I promise it'll work like brand new.
How intermittent was this? Could you get it to do this almost every day or once a month or?
Anytime you got on the highway.
So, well, that should have been pretty
Around
straightforward.
the town driving, you were fine. Check engine light, track on, light was on. So around the town driving, but when you accelerate to get on the highway, that's when this issue would happen.
What did the engineer say, the specialist from Toyota that came out or whatever?
They didn't tell me exactly what they said, but they said that the direct fuel injectors need to be replaced.
And if that, guys, help me out here. I don't understand the difference between a fuel injector and a direct fuel injector. Is it the same thing?
A regular fuel injector puts the fuel into the intake manifold where it's mixed with the air and then enters the cylinder when the valve opens. A direct fuel injector injects the fuel directly into the cylinder itself, bypassing the valves and bypassing the intake
Is one
manifold.
older technology and one's
Just different technology.
just different?
Direct injection, you can control the timing with the fuel when the fuel's shot in.
Okay.
It's a little more efficient.
So what do you guys think on what they're telling her now? And Janelle, if it doesn't fix it, are they saying they're going to do anything for you?
No. I mean, they haven't said anything. They said we'll just have to figure out and go.
So they're saying we want to throw this at it, but if it doesn't fix it, you're still going to owe us for this?
I mean, pretty much. She sends me a quote and I have to approve it.
How much is the
In order
quote?
for it to be done. Well, so if they wanted to replace, I talked her down to just replacing the one for Bank One. And before it was going to be about $4,000 to have all of them replaced.
So they're educating themselves on your expense.
They're basically sending themselves to school. Hold on a second. What Toyota dealer is it again?
Staff Interstate Toyota.
Where are they at?
They're up in Firestone.
All right, hold on a second. Hey, Kelly, get their number from her. I want to call up. Let's try to get the service manager or the service writer or the technician or somebody on to explain where their brain's at. I mean, I'd love to have them on to understand a little more why they're just throwing parts at it. Doesn't it seem like that, guys?
Yeah. Now, again, another question. When this does act up, you say you turn it off. Can you turn it right back on instantly and you're fine? Or you got to wait 10 minutes, 20 minutes?
We got to wait about 5 minutes.
Oh, my God. Hold on a sec. I got to take this break. This is crazy. One line open, 303 Martino. What do you guys think the issue is?
Well, it can't be an injector. They don't reset. It's a signal that's...
Well, the coil's overheating inside of
Well,
it.
they already replaced the coil, too.
No,
The coil in the injector. I thought you were
coil,
talking-
yeah. But it could be a driver and a computer overheating too, though. But they already put a computer in
I
it.
understand why they did a computer, but I mean, if you can get that hacked up every time you get on the highway...
Well, before I would replace the injector, I would swap it to make sure it's, swap the coil, move the plug to a different cylinder. If that doesn't bear any fruit, then you move the injector to a different cylinder.
Yeah.
And of course, you should have done a leak down test by now. Yeah. We got an update on the Infinity, by the way. I don't know if you remember that call.
Hold on one second.
I just don't see the injector resetting in 5 minutes.
Things are weird. I mean, if it's a mechanical fault, no. But if it was an electrical fault, maybe. Could be a wire that's just rubbing.
CMG Financial, these guys are the bank. If you need a home loan, you got to call my friend John Clace at CMG. They loan in every single state. They loan out over $2 billion with the B every single month in this country. You're going to get the lowest rates and the lowest fees, period, end of story. And right now, their reverse mortgage division is on fire. These guys have the lowest fees. Imagine if you're over 55, yes, that's 55, never having to pay a mortgage payment again and staying in that house forever. You got to call John Clace. And I don't care if it's a refi, a new purchase. My son just used them from the very beginning to closing, 18 days. From application to closing, 18 days. 303-882-6679. Call John direct. He's the man. 303-882-6679.
So is that Sue that went to U.S. Auto and Tire or something?
U.S. Auto and Tire.
They put a fuel pump in her Infinity?
Oh, that she's on right here, Susan.
Yeah, that's her. Yep.
Okay, so that's a follow-up. She must have heard us and called in.
I texted her.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I let her know we were
Well,
on.
we'll just re-explain the story when we come back up.
All right.
Hey, Rocky, you'll be up next. Hold tight, brother. It's a test dose. You're going to come into the office. We're going to give you a boner pill. If you don't get a boner, it's free.
It's not a pill. Is he listening?
No, what is it?
An injection.
What were you doing?
Oh, my God. So you go in and they stick a needle in your junk?
Yep.
Oh, fuck
That's
that.
called like Trimax or something.
I just go
try,
without.
Yeah, try mix.
Mark,
Try mix, yeah.
What were you doing yesterday? You're a
No, I'm a client.
Mexican accent.
And it's
your
crazy.
French accent.
Try
Yes.
going lower. You're not
what's that?
supposed to stick it in your neck.
I can't hear you.
You're not supposed to
Oh,
stick
my
it in your
God.
neck.
Oh, no. I mean, dude, it's crazy. It is crazy having your body do something that you have no control over, like the phantom itch.
Oh.
It's the phantom hard-on that you just can't do anything about. It's crazy.
Ugh. You got to wonder what would happen if you did jab
And the
yourself
reason
like
they
in the
say-
ear.
In the ad, the reason they say you could be
Become
having
hard of hearing.
great sex the next day, Mark,
Yes.
so you hear that part, right, of the ad?
No.
You could be having great sex the next day. The reason you can't have it that day
Why?
is they give you the elevator going down medicine to make sure that you can stop a 4-hour erection.
No shit.
Because they give you some emergency panic.
To make sure you react to it?
Yes, to make sure that you can make it go away.
Are you hearing this?
So they give you one. So they
You
give you
should
an
split.
injection that makes you go. And then a parade of guys come in with rubber gloves and yank on you.
I
to
don't
make sure
mind
it's
missing
working.
out on the conversation.
Then
Yeah,
they give
a
you,
conversation that you've never.
I don't.
then
I
they
don't
give
need
you
to.
the go away
It
shot.
sounds like it's not the kind of conversation.
They give you a shot to make it go away, and you obviously
Needles
can't
in my
have
junk.
it later.
No, I'll pass on that.
So,
Dude,
and then
it's
you
crazy.
got to wait to have it go
Yeah,
up
you
again.
can try it the next day, but on your own time, because they give you the needles, the whole thing, and it is. I've used it many many times.
I'm so proud of you, Shannon.
One of
It's a
these
hell of a
days,
thing.
he'll have somebody there with him.
It's like they say about some mixers, it's fine alone. Why do you need it with anybody else?
I'm going to
I
bring
know
up.
what I like. I can give it to me every time.
I'm going to bring up something later on.
And it's like hours.
Hours.
Yes.
But if you go long enough, they always say, over 4 hours, you got to go to the emergency room.
There would be damage if you did let it go too long. But for 2 hours, oh man, if there's nothing on TV, babe, let's go. It is awesome. Awesome.
That's just wonderful. Now I feel so educated.
Uh-huh.
You know more about Shannon than you really ever wanted to know.
Way the fuck more.
Oh man.
And him and his weird van were parked in front of my neighbor's house for 24 hours one time. Now it's all coming together.
And I was like, man, it's like a time machine in my pants. I could help somebody fix a flat with that when it's going.
Or create one.
Oh my gosh. It is, weaponized.
Yep. Cut glass.
Yeah.
Good times.
Sometimes, very rarely do I wish I never engaged in something.
Hey, it's one of those things.
Very rarely.
I like talking about them. I'm very proud to be a client.
Huh.
It's because weighing 400
You should do the
pounds and
spots for him.
Having raging diabetes has screwed up my body, and so it's nice that there's a medication to fix that one.
Hell yeah.
I'm toothless. I'm missing a toe, but goddamn, when I want to, I can. Here we go.
All right, 303-713-8255. Kelly, make sure we call over to that Toyota dealer. I want to at least give him the opportunity to come on.
Just left a message.
Okay, and then let me ask you this, Janelle. Why stay there? And I mean that. I want to tell you something. Most people in this room, the three that matter right now, and I'm talking about Tom, Jeff, and Kevin that work in this industry all the time, would you guys all agree that you doubt it's a fuel injector at this point?
It's possible, but I mean, what Tom and I were just talking about, why don't they just switch injectors, see if the mist moves?
Oh, my God.
They're obviously hunting, so spend a little bit of labor.
I remember my guys used to do that with coils. I never thought of that on the whole injector.
Injectors, they're obviously hunting, so just flip-flop injectors.
Why don't you ask them if they could do that? Because then they don't have to sell you a damn part on it.
There is labor involved, but I mean, at least you will know if the mist goes to number 2 as from number 3, you're down the right.
You mean you want them to actually start diagnosing?
Start diagnosing it.
Janelle, I would personally. I'll give you what I do. I'd get it down to Kevin Tom. How far away?
Yeah.
How far away is
I'm
Firestone?
right around the corner.
He's
from
right
the
there.
stop, yeah.
Listen, he is right around the corner. It's going to be less no matter what, and it's going to be done right. And he's not going to sell you something you don't need.
Right.
I'd get it out of that dealership. They quoted for one injector how much?
Well, it was going to be $1,500 after the labor
For one.
for the one. Yeah.
I mean, guys, I don't know. I don't know anymore. Is that right in line? Is that crazy? Is that normal? What is that?
I can look it up and I can tell
it's
you.
probably 4 to 5 hours to get in and flip-flop an injector. It's not going to be cheap, but at least you'll know.
Really quick, Robert, what's going on? You said you have a comment on her issue, Janelle's issue.
Yeah, I was wondering if it might be the throttle positioning sensor, because it seems to be that it's only happening during hard acceleration.
Not isolated to one cylinder. That would be the kicker. Yeah.
So, in other words, you would have multiple misfires, multiple codes.
Misfires or lean codes or something else, yeah.
I appreciate you calling in, though, Robert.
Yep,
Thank
no
you.
problem.
I love when our listeners, honest to God, call in like that. I do.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they find something with a cam or crank sensor or some signal. Something's dropping.
Janelle, he's going to look up how much that one injector, but I wouldn't even buy one injector at this point.
No.
Tom brought up another thing. Tom, you said you had something very similar to where, what was that? Explain again what you were saying off air, and it turned out to be in the middle.
It was a wiring issue in the end, and the way we found it was we created basically a breaker box. We created a harness to go between the computer and the vehicle's wiring harness so that we could then test at the pins ourselves without having a breakout box. Well, when we installed that harness, it essentially bypassed the pins in the connector. It solved the issue. The issue ended up being the pins in the connector itself.
That was so it needed a harness.
It needed to be repinned.
And the dealership wanted to sell them the computer, right?
They wanted to do the computer.
And as you know, Janelle, once you buy it, you own it. I get it.
Right.
I get it down to Tom. Literally, how far away are you, Tom? I mean, where are you at, Janelle? I don't know the area at all. Is Firestone big?
I'm up in Erie.
We're on Highway 66 and I-25.
I-25 and 66. I mean, that can't be far.
Okay.
So hold on, let's do
not
that.
far at all.
And here's what I also will promise you. If we get in there and he gets it fixed, saves you some money, he's definitely going to get it fixed. But I would love for you to call back, and I would love to go after that dealer for selling you that and not warning you it might not fix it. We've had good relationships with that manufacturer over the years, Toyota, where we actually reach out to them with a problem with one of their dealerships. We have gotten places in the past, so I want you to keep that in mind. And I'll throw this out there again, too. I don't mind calling these other shops that misdiagnosed it at the very beginning, but if you don't want that, that's not a big deal. But this Toyota one, this is driving me a little crazy.
It is about $982 in labor at my shop.
So $982 in labor, Janelle.
Okay.
I'd get it over there.
The real shame is that if they had done this first, instead of guessing and swapping parts,
you wouldn't be
that
there.
$982 would have been spent on diagnosis instead of a computer part and all the other parts that she's bought.
Yeah, I would not buy that injector and have that installed with the possibility that you own it and then they're going to go fishing for something else. Because I'll tell you what they're going to say right now. Well, we wanted you to buy all the injectors and you didn't want to, so therefore it's your fault. I would get so far away from that shop right now, Janelle, and that's my opinion, and I'm going to stick to it. Hey, Kelly, make sure she gets Tom's information on the new shop. And while I'm thinking about that real quick, Tom, where is your new shop?
4104 North Valley Drive in Meade, Colorado. It's 4104 North Valley Drive in Meade, Colorado.
And how far away are you from, like, Fort Collins?
About 45 minutes south of Fort Collins.
And then how about far Denver?
About
South?
45 minutes north of Denver.
So you're smack in the middle.
Right next to Longmont. Yep.
How far away is, like, Buc-ee's from there? That's kind of close, right?
Maybe about, what, 15 minutes north, maybe?
Yeah, okay. So you're kind of all those areas. I
Loveland,
mean, 45 minutes.
We serve Loveland, Boulder, Longmont, Meade, Firestone.
Got it.
That whole sort of central area.
All right, listen, we're going to have one line open, 303-713-8255. 303 Martino, and we've got an update on this Infinity that's going to come up. In fact, Tom is actually involved in that. But first, Rocky, you've been holding the longest. What is going on with you, Rocky?
Hey.
Hey, man.
I'm in a wholesale business. We sell to sporting goods stores.
Hey, Rocky, you're coming in and out. Try to get that communication a little better.
Is that better?
That's way better. Go ahead.
Okay. So we own a wholesale business. We sell to sporting goods stores. And I'd been buying a product from a company here for a number of years, and they sold a couple of years ago, but to an offshore company. I bought all their existing inventory in the United States for the product that we sell, but along with it, they gave me another product, and it looks okay, but I'm a little concerned about the product liability on it because it's an item that maybe it's a seat that you hook onto like a waiting staff or if you're golfing to an umbrella. And I got to decide whether to sell them, give them away, or throw them away.
I guess I'm not your liability question. By looking at it, what would possibly happen? I would assume if they gave you the products, when you say they gave you the inventory on the one that you are currently selling, all the U.S. inventory, so you're still selling those to different sporting goods stores, right?
The original product, yes.
Yeah. So how did the liability work on that? Meaning. So I used to, hold on a second though, I want to make sure we're kind of on the same page. I used to sell snack cakes. In fact, my first business when I met Suzanne, we sold snack cakes. We had a big bakery called the Flowers Bakery, would bake all of them. And I sold directly to grocery stores like you sell directly to sporting goods stores. If there was ever an issue with bacteria or someone got food poisoning or anything like that, I was a complete pass-through, and it would go to the manufacturer. I assume you are set up the same way. But now that they gave you all the product and moved out of the country, how does it work on your first existing product now?
Well, we're still buying it from the new company. They're over in Denmark, so we're still buying that product directly from them. We import them.
I got you. So they're gonna be on the hook for that then if something happened.
Yeah.
The secondary product.
That's just a small little fishing tool. This is something that you attach, like for fishing, it's to a wading staff, and you put it on your staff so you can sit down in the middle of the river. And if it doesn't attach really well, somebody could fall and get hurt or hit their head or whatever. And I'm like 80% comfortable with them, but I'm not 100%. And more than the last,
Do they? You're still. I'm still trying to figure this out. Do they still sell that product anywhere? The manufacturer?
Nope. Discontinued.
They literally just gave it to you.
They got rid of this one. Yeah, it's a dead item.
Why is it a dead? I'd be very leery of selling it. I honestly would. I don't know where the liability would go if there was a lawsuit. The chances of there being a lawsuit, I have no idea. But I still am trying to understand the product. So it's a chair? What is it?
Well, I emailed Tom and Dimitri earlier this week.
A picture of it?
This to you.
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me put you on hold. You've got me so intrigued on this. Kelly, make sure I get a picture of that in my email. I want to look at that. I'm curious. What do you guys think just off of that call? The problem is, if someone did fall and drown because it broke or something, there's no one but him out there. It might as well be his product.
He's got no other pockets to go after.
Yeah, what makes me really afraid of it is the manufacturer, who now is the company that sells that first product. They didn't even want that product. They never manufactured that product because it was the first company that sold to them. I think you would be the only one on the hook, but I want to see that, and I'm trying to think of who could we ask about product liability like that?
Maybe John Fuller.
Let's ask John for the hell of it. Maybe so. Everybody hold tight. I know who could answer that. I wonder if Capless would do that for us. He does. I mean, he just did a massive product liability with the roller coaster. Ask Addie what she thinks. I don't want to overstep. Usually,
Thomas had Capless on. I don't know why we should.
Just text him then. Say, can you answer a product liability question on air for us? John Fuller Law, I'll tell you what, if you're involved in a car accident, if someone hit you, you want to call an attorney in the beginning. You want to call John Fuller. You're not going to end up talking to some intake officer. You're going to talk to the attorney, John Fuller. His website is callfuller.com. His phone number, 303-597-4500. And I'll leave you with this. I have personally used him twice, and both times he got us every single penny the at-fault driver had in insurance. Both times. Can't get better. 303-597-4500. Vestera Properties. Barry Miller has the knack for finding properties around the country that are in up-and-coming areas. It might be a small city somewhere that maybe Microsoft or Ford is moving to, or SpaceX, or whatever it happens to be. places that are going to appreciate very quickly. He's got the knack to find them. He helps you buy a house. He helps you rent it out. He helps you collect and maintain the renter. And then when it's time to sell, he tells you when, then you make the big bucks. We know people that make 40 to 50% annual returns with Barry. Go to VesteraTurnkey.com. Boom. What are you guys doing this weekend? Anything cool?
Nothing cool.
Sitting by the new wood stove and relaxing.
What'd you get?
Oslo, Yodel Oslo.
Was it like $5,000 or?
It was on sale. It was normally $4,000. I got it for $3,300.
That's good. Yeah. A good pot belly, a good burner is fucking expensive as shit.
Yeah.
We had Vermont castings for the longest time. I like those.
I went in to buy that.
Yeah.
And I liked the idea of the bypass and everything, but then the guy's like, well, it's more moving parts to fix.
That's true.
And then that whole back of it is that stone. It's like if you break one of the stones off, then you got to replace the whole back. And so this is very similar in design, but there's no bypass.
Okay.
You just leave the door cracked a little bit to get it fired. And then the cat is in the front. It's a very big catalytic converter in the stove. And it's like titanium or some other kind of...
What's the life of that?
Huh?
What's the life of it?
The cat itself? They're supposed to go forever, right? I mean, if you screw up,
if you're not
you could fail it
and stuff in your,
yeah, you could fail it in a day if you overfire. But in theory, they're just hunks of metal. They're just metal honeycomb.
No, we used to get that little thing ripping, and you can.
What do you have up in your cabin?
Oh yeah,
I've actually never took a look and see what the brand is.
Is it a pot belly?
Right? You hear that one? Once when you cut the wood,
Once you chop it, once you burn it. Yeah. But we can get it going and get some.
We had one in our West Creek. That thing would.
Yeah.
It was incredible, man.
I gotta go.
I've got
again.
a pellet burner downstairs.
Oh, that's cool.
No, I hate it.
Oh, you do?
You're constantly screwing with that fucking thing. I'm going to rip that thing out of there and put in a freaking wood burner. I mean, when it works, it's
now I
nice.
got to restack because we sold that house. And
that's
when I went to sell it. I wanted the yard cleaned up.
Yeah, the auger will just quit. You're constantly resetting
disappeared
it.
a day.
Yep.
People can run.
I just think of my smoker, and it never does that. Ever. Not one time.
I think it's just the machine itself. I mean, I'll literally give
Plus,
it to
it
somebody.
works a lot harder than my smoker. I mean,
Yeah. I don't know.
I can't think of the one my son's got in his big RV garage, but it'll.
I have a picture of it.
Do you? It'll heat. It's a wood burner. It's awesome, man.
Yeah, so
And it'll heat up 3,000 square feet.
yeah, so can't see anything. But
Yeah, I
it's
like
just
the Vermont castings.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Well, a house I had in Conifer, we had
Works. Cook you out of a house.
Oh, yeah, they will.
Car garage, so basically 24 by 24.
Our daughter Addie, how old was she when she touched that stove? We could
She
have
was
killed her.
2.
Hot belly got hot as fuck. That thing would heat the whole house, man. It was sitting right in the middle of our place up in West Creek, and
Because it's like a door.
we brought her up there at 3-4.
Yeah.
Don't touch that, no matter what. You do not touch that.
It's crazy.
That didn't.
They say it's easier to move
Yeah,
the
look at
cold
that
air
badass.
into the room with the stove than vice versa.
Yeah, full duct
It's more
work.
dense and
It
easier.
goes to all parts of his shop
We're
and
just trying to
shit.
use the heat and the rest of
No,
Yeah.
a couple of years ago, my son's now ex-girlfriend was walking through and not thinking, she just set her phone down on top.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's pretty central.
It didn't take no
So I'm
time.
hoping
Oh,
that it
just
does
like
the
that,
whole-
huh?
Oh yeah.
whole place pretty
Man.
good. We'll find out. I'm still breaking it in.
Yep.
Or Marco.
Right outside the living room with the stairs.
Maybe Marco.
So it would just,
Here's the,
just natural,
Convection. We've got a pellet. Harmon P68 pellet stove.
I'm sending this to your email.
What is it?
This would
product.
be nice. I'll just set that.
Oh, a picture of it?
and that just rolls.
Refilled every 3 or 4
It's a
days.
string, but
It shuts off and starts up.
Pellets anymore for that.
I buy 3 tons for like 9 to 1,200 or something like that. So they just bring 3 pallets and put it right outside my door. It's not as much fun hauling those bags.
If you can get Marco.
As wood,
I texted
But
Ann
the nice
Kaplan.
thing is, like I said, you fill it up.
All right, 303-713-8255. We've got a couple feelers out. I'm trying to get a opinion from either Marco Bendinelli, he's one of our great attorneys for product liability, and Dan Kaplis, of course, who is also right here. I know Dan, I think he just had one of the biggest product liabilities in the state over a ride, an amusement park ride. It was pretty impressive, honestly. So we're trying to reach out. So we're going to come back to that when we get some real information to give them. In the meantime, I really want to see what that... Is this the pictures of his product? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Huh. That is not what it's called the Seatmaster. Maybe put a picture of that up on our YouTube, Suzanne, so people can see what it is. It's pretty wild. So, like, imagine you have an umbrella, like a normal size umbrella. You would put this on the end of the umbrella, and then you would put the tip of the umbrella into the ground, like if you were golfing, and then this opens up on the other side into the umbrella to sit on. So it's like a portable seat that you could put on a pole, and it's about the size of a water bottle, but it opens up into like a seat. It's interesting, but it looks cheap as hell. There's people on the advertisement for it, like on top of a mountain, using it, looking at directions, golfing, and like he was saying, possibly, you know, you put it on a boat or something. I'd be very leery of, God, I might even be leery of selling these, let alone, or giving them away. But just have the caller hold tight. We'll get back to you, man, as soon as we hear from one of our attorneys. But I would love to absolutely dig into that for him. It's kind of crazy. Now, Susan has an update. By the way, 2 lines open, 303-713-8255. It's car day. Sheila has a problem with the transmission. But, Susan, we're going to start this real quick. Susan, you called in and you were actually working with Tom Maggio. Tell me what was the original call about?
So, basically, I texted them and told them that I would like, first of all, to get my fuel pump and my battery. I would like to pick it up so Tom could put it in. And they said I couldn't do that.
I'm so lost here. So where did the actual problem begin? Tom, are you familiar with this?
Yeah, so he wants you to go back to the start, like when you first went to them, and then
who'd you go to?
Issues you had going back for the listeners.
Oh, I'm sorry. So American Auto and Tire in Lafayette.
Got it.
So basically, I had a fuel pump put in and a battery, and they put a crank sensor. But the problem is I got 3 mechanics telling me it was the fuel pump. They didn't want to.
So wait a minute,
they never fixed it, right?
The stuff they did simply didn't fix it at all.
No, my car's not running still.
And then they made her do more stuff. Then they made her go get additional parts.
They made her go get the parts? What kind of shop is this?
Well, I guess it was a financial thing, but still, they told her, buy these items.
Buy these, and they put those parts in, it still didn't
fix it.
All right, hold on, I'm dying. I hope you help this lady out, or I want to know where we're at on this. And did they ever refund the money? Are they willing to do anything after misdiagnosing it? God, we get this call all the time. That and a lot more coming up. 303-713-8255.
Yeah, no warranty, customer supplied parts.
God, that would
Well, it became a financial issue where she couldn't.
Of course,
she couldn't afford the throttle bodies they wanted to buy. But the thing that kills me is the kid made her buy throttle bodies. The thing has 20 psi coming out of the fuel pump. When you shut it off, it instantly drops to 0. When you go to crank it, right, I'm watching the fuel gauge, he's cranking it, it goes 0, 4 psi, 8 psi, finally hits the max of 20. Now, this is an Infinity, right? And, it's got the hump tank. So you've got the suction unit on one side, right? And then the pump on the other side. And my guess, I haven't gotten into it yet, I bet you the kid hooked the lines up. Because the pump's trying. Yeah, and you're just pulling air on the one side. Yeah, but it kills me. He doesn't want to go back in there and look. And it's you pull the back seat. It would take him 15 minutes to double check his work. They said they saw her all this other additional crap. Then they didn't want to warranty it initially. Then when I called them, they said finally, well, now we'll warranty it.
Probably needs an
I'm like, why would you think that? Oh, I see what you did there.
Because we don't have any idea what else it could be, so it's got to be the computer.
Well, he wanted to sell her, what was he trying to sell her this time? He was saying it was bad fuel, and now he's trying to sell her a cat. It's in the cat's club, yeah. And so just to debunk that, too, because I knew it was going to be coming on the show, I did a cat back pressure test, and it flows so, I didn't even bounce the needle, it flows so good. And we had to get it running. It barely runs the 20 percent. Yeah. Well, he scoped it, and supposedly he scoped it, and he's got photos of it. And it looks like the top does have some, like where it melted, and it's got a V in it.
Blocked, it's not a problem.
But it's not blocked. You can see right through the honeycomb.
Yeah.
And on top of that, his pictures say 23 on them, October 23. I'm like, well, maybe he didn't update the tool, but I have the email. But the thing is like if they had just warrantied the pump from day one, or put a gauge on it, double check your work. That's always where I start. It's the first thing you look at. I just did something. Things didn't change. I'm going to double check.
Okay, perfect. Tell them it's going to be a product liability question.
Yeah.
I'll set my timer for a half hour, then tell her.
That's interesting. I found some info here too, but I want to talk to Marco. I like Marco a lot. I want some coffee.
I'm dying for coffee. It's a drag.
We'll just piss caffeine in our blood.
And then we're just going to be smelling that stupid pizza.
I don't care about the pizza. Pizza doesn't bother me.
Maybe it'll wake me up.
I was really, really looking forward to the pizza, and then I freaking had breakfast, and now I don't want to think about the pizza anymore.
It's going to be a
Kevin actually ordered 2 large pies because everybody's here.
Yeah. Well, I assure you it won't go to waste in this building.
Well, from what Kevin says, Ryan could finish it himself.
Yeah. Oh.
It's a drag.
I liked that shrimp last night.
The shrimp I mean?
Yeah, shrimp's always so. I like shrimp. I feel like, what's the guy's name? Gump.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. I like fried shrimp.
Shrimp
I like
gum.
popcorn shrimp.
That was Bubba who said that. That was Bubba.
Bubba Gump.
I can't handle it. No. I mean, I love shellfish. I love shrimp. But if it's raw, I can't handle it.
Oh, literally. It'll break out or something.
Mm-hmm.
But you can eat it if it's cooked?
If it's cooked, that's fine.
Why the fuck would
I don't know. But it's a tactile. As soon as I touch it.
So like a lobster, if you picked up a live lobster?
A live lobster I could touch. It's something about after they're dead.
That's wild. That's wild, dude.
You like mud bugs?
I don't know what the fuck a mud bug is.
Crawfish?
I can't say I've ever had
They're
it.
so little.
They look like a lot of work.
They are.
I think, isn't that what Matt made for graduation for your niece? Yeah, I mean, it was a huge pot, just fucking hundreds.
Broil them, boil them up.
Yeah.
Bunch of Cajun seasoning in there.
They just look like so much work.
They are a lot of work with a little bit of meat.
Do you like them?
I love them. Yeah, it's a New Year's thing for us.
Do they bother you when you touch them?
No, and they're
if they were
freshwater.
If they were raw, would they fuck with you?
They're freshwater. So
you think that's the difference?
I don't know. I don't screw with it because, when I order up my mud bugs, I get them shipped live. I purge them for a day, and then we cook them up the next day.
Why do you order them and not get them like around here? There's nowhere around here.
There's really nowhere around here yet. We get them shipped up out of Louisiana.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, Miles never tried any of that shit, and he went out with some friends one time, years and years ago, and they hit that place where they put in the bucket, and there's all kinds of shit in there, like corn on the cob and the mud bugs and all that shit. And he said he actually liked it, which I was shocked. The kid ate mac and cheese and pizza only for fucking ever. Plum lines on the way. Yeah, so we got 10 Supreme pizzas, 10 pints, $500 in gift cards, and $200 in... Ooh, we're going to be going to Perry's a lot.
I actually smoked a pizza here a couple of weeks ago. You ever done that?
Yeah.
It's fucking badass.
On a stone, or how'd you do it?
In the smoker.
Yeah, but I mean, did you put it like on a...
Was the
I
dough
put it
raw?
it was just a Papa Murphy's. You know, we'll go to those, what is it, $10 Tuesdays or whatever. We'll get a bunch of those and then keep them in the freezer.
Yep.
So I just took it out of there while it was still, partially frozen so it wouldn't collapse on it. Just put it on the grate.
Yeah. I've done that
And it
with
cooked the
frozen
dough.
ones in...
Well, they're pre-cooked.
while we're...
No, Papa Murphy's.
Oh, it's
Take a
not.
bake.
Oh, I didn't
It's
know that.
take a bake. Yep.
So no one, a buddy of mine, he had a pizza stone in his smoker.
Mm-hmm.
So he put the raw dough and stuff right on the stone.
If I'm going to do that, I'll start it on the black stone.
Yeah.
Just firm it up a little bit and then toss it on the smoker.
I'd be afraid of you going in and you see it all.
Falling through the...
I've had my cabinet get a little too warm doing cheese. That makes a goddamn mess. I just smoked up 20 pounds of cheese here 2 weeks ago.
That's good. Smoke one garlic.
Mm-hmm.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Welcome, my friends, to the only show of its kind. We're here to solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. It's car day here on the Troubleshooter Show. You've been ripped off or taken advantage of. Of course, we take all problems, all questions, but we focus a little bit and have experts in each Friday that know about cars. Today, we've got some great ones, and one that we don't see that often because he's so far away. He's up north, is Tom Maggio with Hands On Auto Tech. By the way, if you're up in that area, I bet you even pull from Greeley a little sometimes, don't you? It's not that far. But if you go to handsonautotech.com, you can learn about him. Kevin Calkins, Sheridan Auto Tech, and then Jeff Vick, the king of transmissions. This guy can tear apart a transmission. Now, I'm not saying you actually have ever done it, but do you think you could do one blindfolded or no way?
I have actually done it.
You've actually done one blindfolded.
They used to hold a blindfolded building contest out in Vegas during the Trans Expo.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
You would do it blindfolded?
Yes.
Well, did everybody have like the same, like say a C4 or whatever?
Yeah, everybody had the same unit, and it was a speed contest, see who could get through. I did not win.
Now, did you have to take it apart and then put it back together?
No, it was already disassembled on the bench.
So by feeling the parts...
Try to assemble the transmission, yes.
And how long did it take you?
I didn't complete it.
You didn't? How could you have completed it?
Given enough time, sure.
God bless. What was the guy's time that did it?
I think the guy's time that did it was somewhere around 40 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to go out on a ledge and say there wasn't one woman in this contest, or am I crazy?
There were definitely women at the expo. Whether or not there was any in the contest, I don't remember.
God, that does not seem, that seems insane. Could you guys don't do just trans like he does, but my God, could you even, I wouldn't even know what I'm touching.
There used to actually be 2 blind builders here in Colorado.
That literally would build.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
It reminds me of the joke of the joke of the gynecologist that wanted to go to school to be an automotive tech, and he took forever to rebuild the engine, but he still passed because he rebuilt it through the tailpipe.
Oh. Okay, well that's that.
It's just like having Doc here.
It's just like Doc. 303-713-8255. We've got one line open. We left off with Susan, who's dealing with, actually, so Tom, help me out here. Tom Maggio. She went to one shop.
She went to a shop.
And they sold her stuff that didn't fix the vehicle.
They said, you need a fuel pump. They put the fuel pump in. The car was not fixed. She broke down on the road. Now they start telling her she needs other items.
And
throttle bodies.
Everything.
Catalytic converter. And she bought the throttle bodies. They installed the throttle bodies.
Didn't fix it.
Still didn't fix it. Then she takes it to the Infinity dealer. The Infinity dealer takes a video of a fuel pump gauge attached to the car, 20 psi is all this fuel pump's putting out. Should be 60.
And that's the one they just put in.
The Infinity dealership tells her, you were sold a defective fuel pump. Needs to be replaced. She calls you guys.
But she brought that shop the fuel pump.
No, they sold it. They provided it.
They provided the fuel
I even know the supplier they got it from, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Okay, so then she called us.
Then she called you. She ended up in my shop. We did another fuel pump test. Confirmed the same thing the Infinity
20 PSI.
20 PSI.
Should be 60.
Barely putting out. Should be 60. Clearly either a bad installation of the fuel pump.
So why not bring it back to those people?
Well, they wanted to sell their cat. They wanted to sell their throttle bodies. They didn't want to warranty the fuel pump.
Oh, my God.
She had to go to 2 different places.
So where's it stand
finally,
now? Let me pull her up. Go ahead. Finally what?
Now they're finally offering to warranty the pump.
After everybody in the world had to prove it. Now, let me ask you guys something. Fuel pump, it comes in and you think that's the problem. How hard are they to diagnose? In other words, how can you misdiagnose it? I get if it's a bad fuel pump, they need to just warranty it.
But the only way you can misdiagnose it is by not putting a fuel gauge on it.
That's
by
it.
doing other things and not looking at that one crucial.
So her original one was probably bad for sure, and they just got a second one, and then instead of just warrantying that out, they didn't spend any time on it. They just tried to sell her something else.
Exactly.
That's insane. So, Susan, did you get it back to that shop, and did they actually warranty it? Is the car working?
No, I didn't take it back to the shop. It's still at Tom's. And the thing is, they only approved it after Tom emailed them or corporate to say she needs a fuel pump in there because it's not.
When are you going to get it over there? Where's she going from here, Tom?
Well, that's up to her, right? I mean, at this point, it kind of makes sense to take it to them.
Can you warranty
as long
it
as
out?
they are going to do the pump.
Hold on. What I'm asking you, though, you said you knew. Labor's not free anywhere. I'm not talking about that.
I would have to talk to that supplier, but I don't know that they would cover the labor.
No, not the labor. Forget about the labor. I'm saying if Susan...
I could probably get that supplier to give me another pump without a doubt, but I would prefer to get the pump from Nissan. This is a very unique pump.
Well, this one apparently isn't great because the first one she got's no good.
Exactly, and I don't want to have another one shipped in from... By the way, they're not here in Colorado. It has to be shipped in from Texas. So,
Susan, what are you going to do at this point?
I don't know. I'm so confused. I tried to get my money back. They wouldn't give me money back. I tried to go.
Yeah, how much would it cost her to even get it from your place to back to them? I mean,
between the tow and all,
yeah,
well, they should cover the tow at this stage.
Are they willing to cover the tow?
Oh, they said they would. Yes, after
well,
I
then
told them that
okay,
I wanted
listen, just
Tom
get it.
to put it in.
Just get it back there. Just get it back there. If they're not going to pay Tom to put it in and get it warranted or whatever, get it back there and have it just done, and hopefully that fixes it.
And I would go as far as to say, if you do get it back there and they try to say, oh, you need to pay diagnosis or you need to replace a different part, call us again, and we'll get on it.
Oh, my God, we'll light them up. I'll spend 4 hours on them if they try to bring you down some kind of rabbit hole like that, Susan. So you just get it towed back there, get it fixed. They said to multiple people at this point they're going to do it. They told you they'd pay for the tow, and you should have a working vehicle.
But Tom, see, the problem is I lost all trust because they
then pay Tom. Okay, then I'll make it real simple. Then I'll make it real simple. Pay Tom to do it.
Okay. Right.
I mean, you take up the small claims, right?
You got two choices.
What can you do?
Well, actually, well, maybe, but I don't even know if she'd win in small claims.
Because they're offering to honor the warranty.
Because
right?
they're offering to, exactly. So you got two choices here. I guess you have two choices with Tom. He can make a call and see if he can get the manufacturer or whoever, the parts company.
I could probably get her a refund on that part.
Got it.
I could install the dealer part and maybe get her money back on just the wholesale cost of that other pump.
Yeah, so maybe, Susan, that's the way you could go. He can give you a quote. I mean, you can break it down if you already given her one.
She has it. Yeah, she has it in her position.
So how much is it?
Yeah.
It was like 11 for the dealer, I want to say, 1,100 for the dealer.
For the real pump.
Installed
but then she's not
later.
going down this rabbit hole.
Right, yeah.
So, Susan, I mean, those are the decisions you got to make. How much did the original company charge you?
Oh, man, yeah.
How much?
They charge her almost $1,100 for an aftermarket pump.
For a cheap aftermarket.
Yeah.
Did we ever call over there and simply ask for a refund for you?
No.
Let's do this. I want to give this, I'm trying to think. Deputy Bo. And the reason I say Deputy Bo, he has dealt with part suppliers his entire career. They're not automotive parts, but they're HVAC parts. He understands parts. He understands dealing with suppliers as good as any deputy we have, period, end of story. If not, well, probably way more so. So let's do this. Get all of Susan's info. If we don't have it, it sounds like we might have some of it. I want it to go over to Bo, but what we need to get from Susan right now is the original shop and a receipt from Susan to get to Bo. And Kelly, let's make sure Bo understands at first, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, at first, they weren't going to do anything but try to sell her something else.
No, they did. Well, yeah, there was 3 stages. First, they put it in, it failed. Second stage was they did sell her other stuff.
And it didn't fix
it. And then
it.
Third stage was they wanted to sell her additional other stuff.
Do you think they knew it was the pump? A total guess.
No, I spoke to the technician, and he was trying to tell me all the troubleshooting he did and how he saw this bad
He did everything
gas
but
and,
put a gauge on it.
Exactly.
That's insane. What was the name of that shop again?
Susan,
what's the name of... Oh, she's on there. Hold on. Okay, listen, Sheila's going to be up. She's got an issue with the transmission. Question on oil additives. I've got some questions on that, too. Back in the day, we sold MOA and some other stuff. I want to know if that stuff's still good. Do people still use it? Especially when it comes to full synthetic. Is it even necessary, or is it just an upsell that shops do? I want to dig into that and a lot more. We're going to have one line open in just a second. When we drop Susan off, get your call in now. 303 Martino. Great Western, Red Rocks.
Snooze.
It won't, huh?
Did we ever hear back from
I've been trying to do it
by
too.
the way?
I heard.
Suzanne?
You all have it, huh?
You have a software update.
Joseph A. Lazara, my goodness, this is one attorney, one sponsor I hope you never need. He's a criminal defense attorney, but I'll tell you this, there's 2 things if you're accused of a crime. 1, you're innocent. You need someone to fight for you in front of a jury and get you off. That's Joe. And then number 2, you're guilty. You need someone that can communicate with the judge, someone that can communicate with the DA and get you the best possible deal out there. I promise. The other thing he does that no one does, flat rate pricing. Please put this phone number immediately into your phone. You're going to want to have it. 303-429-6200. I love this guy. Joseph A. Lazara, 303-429-6200. Red Rocks Roof and Solar is now Alliance Solar. You're going to love dealing with Brooke. If you've got a commercial property, she can generally get 94% of the entire system paid for. Imagine if you're a landlord. Listen to this. You're a landlord. You can actually create a solar array and sell the electricity to your tenants and make money off of it and have up to 94% of it paid for with grants and tax credits. Call Red Rocks. In fact, just go to redrocksrs.com. You can call Brooke right from there. redrocksrs.com. Now, Great Western Buildings. In fact, we're going to have the owner of Great Western in next Tuesday, and I cannot wait to see him. He sold me a building over 6 years ago. It sits right next to our house right now. It's a big RV garage. I absolutely love it. We did doors, windows. It's insulated. It looks like they put it up yesterday. I don't care if you're looking for 100,000 square foot or a 1,500 square foot or a car part. Everything is American-made steel. It's a great company right here in Colorado, manufactured right here in Colorado, sold nationwide, the best pricing, GreatWesternBuildings.com. GreatWesternBuildings.com. Boo, boo, boo.
I don't know if it might force that restart in an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
What's that? What is it?
The computers are updating. If that happens to your computer, woo!
Oh, that would suck.
You got a banner popping up on yours?
No.
It's popping up on these too.
God, I hope not. Listen, leave it to them to pick our show to do it during now.
1 minute 22. 1 hour.
I don't have anything like that.
1 hour. It almost makes. I wonder if you should just force the restart and see what happens, or just wait and let it do it. I mean, you might. I don't know if you're going to be without a PC. I just don't know how that
Do you know
works.
how to start the programs once it comes up?
When we saw her last weekend, she was fucking struggling big time. How long was she off the juice?
What are you talking about?
Addie, off of her fucking Nicorette bullshit.
Was she
Zen?
Oh, she's been off of it for a couple weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
She got really sick. So she wasn't having any, and then she's like, might as well roll with the street.
Yeah.
So.
No, because I used them when I was quitting chewing. And now, anymore, it's because they only last for like 15, 20 minutes, but I play with the freaking pouches for 40, 45 minutes. It's just satisfies the oral addiction.
That was so weird. When I was rinsing, if I had a bench job to do, I always had to have Copenhagen. Rebuilding a carburetor or doing something where I'm like just on the bench for an hour, hour and a half.
Snuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's...
But if I'm moving around and
did you ever snuff it?
No.
Never?
No, I used to just swallow it, though, because I never, it's kind of...
I mean, it was made for this, right?
Well, snuff was, but snuff was a lot finer.
Oh, okay.
They called it snuff.
They called it snuff, but it's
it was pretty
It was
large.
powdery.
I remember as a kid having snuff. Literally, you would put it right up your nose.
Yeah.
A very fine
That's
powder.
tobacco?
Mm-hmm.
But it was real powdery. It was more
very powdery,
cocaine-ish, if you will, than like leaf tobacco.
Yeah.
So glad I quit that stuff.
What, cocaine?
It took me. Hey, cocaine's going up in price.
Going back a long time.
All the fentanyl, that should be coming down.
It's expensive these days is what I hear.
No, because they're blowing up all those narcos from Colombia. Cocaine's like doubled in price.
No, I've been sober from everything.
And what prompted you to
I used to be
research that?
California crutch sober.
No.
You know,
Say that?
What
But now
prompted
I
you to
haven't touched
research the
thing
price of
since
Coke?
January.
I saw it on Fox. They're like, everybody's jonesing because the Coke's double.
No alcohol for 5 years.
Wow.
And no marijuana for the year.
So,
Wow.
or what'd you call it? California sober?
California sober.
Yeah, that's where you smoke dope.
Yeah,
Now
exactly.
California Sober is doing shrooms, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
It's
do
anything but drinking,
else.
basically.
Yeah. I mean, I take a Tylenol once in a while, and that's it.
You
Nothing
bastard.
else.
That's not good for the
Let me
baby.
tell you,
The Tylenol's not good for the baby.
They call it raw dogging life. I know, right? Don't tell my husband.
Cocaine gone up. Cocaine has
You know
gone
what's
up.
funny is they made a big deal out of all the women are trying to. Oh, I'm not going to listen to Trump. They're taking all their Tylenol.
All right, 303-713-8255, 303 Martino. I saw an article. I'm going to hop right back to the phones, but I saw an article on cocaine, and we were talking about it during the break. It has gone up a lot, like over 34 to 50% in the last, 4 or 5 months. You know why, right? Mm-hmm. Because Trump's blowing up all them boats coming out of Colombia, and that's like where I think all the coke comes from.
A lot of it comes from there.
Yeah, I think almost all of it is grown there, and it's like kind of legal there. It's kind of bizarre, though. You know, I want to bring this up real quick. Suzanne and I were talking about something this morning, and I'm going to go to Sheila on this transmission. You're up next in Miles and Rand.
Uh-oh.
Did you guys ever hear this before? I was born in 72. So even in the 70s, at best, I'm 8 years old, okay? I learned that in the 60s, up until 74, so I'm 2 years old, a lot of banks... In prior, I'm saying way before, like 50s, 40s, 30s, up to 74, a lot of banks would not let a woman, a married woman, have a bank account of her own without the husband's permission.
Yeah, they also couldn't have credit cards.
They could not have credit cards. Right. Most banks would not issue.
Good luck getting a mortge.
Yeah, you couldn't get a mortgage. Very few banks would deal with that. But my question is, did you guys even know that? Me being born in 72, it just never would have affected anything, nor do I remember my mother ever saying anything like that. I don't remember learning that in school. And I know in 74, Congress got together and passed basically women's rights. Mm-hmm. So, but did you guys even know that?
I wasn't aware.
Tom, were you aware of that?
No, I would say it doesn't surprise me because, I mean, in the 50s, you couldn't be pregnant and not married, right? It was
they'd send you
so
away.
Taboo and everything.
They'd send you away to Aunt Helen's or
I
whatever.
remember my grandmother being excited being able to get an account.
Get in the
How
bank.
about wasn't it
20s that you had, if your wife was driving, you had to get out into the intersection and flag it or something like that?
Can you imagine? Well, that one, I'm not saying I disagree with. I can already see the hate mail coming here. It really, now, but here's where my brain was going with that. Why? So let's say a single woman, they said some banks would give a single woman a bank account if they had enough money to put in the bank and stuff. But why? Where do you think... Why? Why was it that way?
It was the same reason why they weren't allowed to vote.
Well, once again, there's certain things. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
If you think about that one, though, that's actually crazy because the guys had to get together and give them the opportunity. They couldn't even vote on suffrage themselves.
That's crazy.
We screwed it up.
Well, and that's what I said to Suzanne. I said, well, the men fixed that problem with the banking, which is true. I don't think there was any women in Congress then that are voting on passing this legislation.
They weren't fixing it until women got together and started barking about it.
That's what happened. They started yapping. They didn't stop yapping. And finally, people gave in. And I'm kidding. Once again, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's terminology. They corrected it. They didn't fix it.
Yeah, they corrected it. That's a good way to look at it.
Mark was trying to say, men saved that problem.
Exactly.
They fixed that for everybody.
I swear to God, in my life, I never knew that women, I never even thought about it, that women couldn't have a bank account.
It's messed up.
Especially in the 70s. That's not that long ago.
Yeah, but in the 70s, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't, unless you read it in a newspaper.
Yeah.
You
and we could be smoking right here, too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We could be sitting here smoking cigarettes.
That's because it was good for you back then.
Oh, my God. I remember in the 80s, the grocery store I worked at literally had ashtrays on the carts, and I was a stock manager, and all my guys, including myself, smoked while stocking the shelves, and the customers smoked while shopping. That was just how it was in Oklahoma then. That's crazy, man. And then, it's just, I just didn't know that, guys. I didn't know if you guys knew it. 303-713-8255. One line open. Sheila, what's going on with this transmission? You're lucky we got Jeff Fick, transmission expert, with us.
Yeah, that's good. I have a 2017 Lexus NX. And the transmission just slipped.
Well, what does that mean? Describe the problem.
Oh, so I was driving it one day, and I had to pull over because the engine light came on, and it said something about the all-wheel drive malfunctioning.
Well, that's actually separate from the transmission itself, the all-wheel drive features. Have you, if the check engine light came on, have you gone any place to have those codes checked?
Oh, yeah. So I took it to the shop that maintains my vehicle, and they're really good. It's called High Tech Automotive. And so they've had it, and they diagnosed it, and they even called Lexus and did a bunch of research for me. And they also said that the transmissions are on back order right now.
That's an entirely good possibility. That's been a problem for the last couple of years. So is yours the...
but it sounds like it's two problems, though, right? If you were saying...
Potentially. So, not knowing what the actual code is and not doing the diag myself, obviously that leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah.
But now, is yours the 2.0 or the 3.0? Because one's a 6-speed, one's
a 2.0.
Okay, so you've got the 6-speed. So... it really, a lot of it starts with what are those codes? I know they got them, but did they share that information with you?
It's because they sent over like a diagnostic report.
What are they quoting you for the fix, even though the part's back ordered? Did they even quote you?
$8,500.
That sounds about right.
I'm
going to say it's a PO 740.
Well, it's an entirely good possibility.
I don't understand something, Jeff. They're saying the entire transmission's back ordered? Or are they saying a rebuild kit? What are they saying? What's your best guess?
Well, by the sounds of the prices she's getting, they're getting an entire unit.
Now, why wouldn't you just tear it apart? This is
I would have to research and see what parts are available for me right now, too, because obviously if the unit's not available, the parts to assemble it may not be available.
I got you.
Toyota's waiting on those, too.
I got you. How long are they telling you on that transmission, the availability?
They don't even. They said there's 3 on order in the country, and they don't.
That's not a good sign.
They don't even know when they're getting them.
Jeff,
They-
can you, if we got her VIN number or a picture, I assume that estimate you have might have your VIN number on it. If we got a picture of that sent over to us and you looked at it, can you actually research parts during the show to see if it's available or make a call, or how does that work?
To some extent. A lot of that's going to have to go through a phone tree also.
Okay. So why don't we do this? Get that. I want to know what the codes are and get Jeff's opinion, because Sheila, I know you love the shop you're dealing with because you said so, and they've probably been great to you. Transmissions are a little different, and the reason I say that is most tranny guys, literally that's all they do. Jeff, that's all. I mean, if he's in there doing a transmission and sees your brake pads need replacing or something, he might do something like that, but you don't go to Jeff for anything basically but a transmission or driver.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a few customers that'll call up with a few different things. Hey, I need brakes. Can you help me out? If the workload permits it, I'll go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I got
But
you.
as a general rule, I don't bring that in as a standalone job.
When you walk into a shop, it's like just these guys that have their head inside of transmissions putting them together. I mean, that's what they do. So, Sheila, can you get us the codes, take a picture of it, and get it over to Kelly, email it to her? Can you do that right now?
Oh, yeah.
All right, hold on. Let's do that. Then we're going to come back to you after they know the codes, and we'll see what Jeff thinks on what's going on, and Tom and everybody else involved here. So everybody hold tight. Going to take a quick break. Miles, you're going to be next, and that's going to be that oil additive questions, and I got questions there. Then Marie, actually, I'll take this real quick. Marie has a comment on banks and what I was talking about, women not being allowed to have accounts in some banks up till 1974. Go ahead, Marie.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that there was a bank called the Women's Bank here in Denver, Colorado. It was started in 1978 by 10 women who all invested $1,000 each to create a financial institution where women could get credit and manage their money without needing a male cosigner. Because even though the law changed, banks still required either a husband or a father to create a bank account.
That's so weird. I still can't. I guess I'm such a capitalist and a businessman. I can't imagine turning away anybody for my product. And if you're a bank, the product is you're going to hold their money safe and give them some interest on it. I just can't imagine turning anybody away to any product. Now, look, I know like that cake thing and the baker didn't want to make a cake for a gay couple or something. I get all that, and that's fine. But me personally, I like green. I can't imagine turning away any customer. I just don't get it.
And of course, there's countries where this stuff still exists.
That's insane.
And it had to do with the fact that the woman was still considered property of the male patriarch.
Yeah. It's
Eventually,
just, it's
the
so
women
far
sold the
before my time.
That's why they called it the good old days.
Oh,
well, I was born in
you, honey, if you're
57,
listening.
so I knew all this.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 68.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, you basically lived through it.
Yeah, in order for me to get a bank account, I had to have my father sign for me.
Yeah. But you mean when you were an adult, though, not as a child?
No,
As a child, you still have... Oh, I see what you're saying. Your mother couldn't sign. Your dad had to sign.
Right. No, my mother could not sign. My father had to sign.
That's very interesting. Hey, I appreciate that, and I'm looking that up right now about this woman's bank in Colorado, and it's basically exactly what she said. Very interesting stuff. One line open, 303-713-8255. Get those calls in now. That's crazy.
Doesn't seem possible.
That was funny as hell, Jeff. Okay, good. I don't have any breaks here. Yeah, that's bonkers. The driving thing, I understand. The voting thing.
Yeah, I had a problem with the dishwasher last night. She's feeling better this morning.
You guys are all married, right? I mean, I'm not saying a word. I'm not going near this conversation.
Sounds like he lost his balls in that accident, too.
Oh, jeez.
I do it out of jest.
You know, I was thinking, I'm blessed with a good wife because the credit card thing and the money thing, I heard about this guy in Boulder that had a shop and he gave his wife the business card, to the actual business account. And she just, shopping and shopping and shopping. And next thing you know, I don't have my 941 deposit, my rent for the shop, and
oh my God.
So my wife has access to several business credit cards, but she's very responsible with them,
I think most people would be.
Yeah.
You imagine the IRS comes knocking because your spouse charged everything up?
Yeah, and that's one of the bills that does not go away.
Ever.
Bankruptcy, you nothing. You don't get to walk away.
And you probably hear from the state first. They're actually more aggressive.
Yeah, I had a guy with the dealer up in Fort Lupton, the Ford dealer. He took that building over and...
Kelly, I'm sending you an outbound I just got.
Really? Yeah. Locked him out.
I don't know if she
I know
heard
the
me or
building
not.
owner. I'm leasing from him. And he had to go up there and, convince the state to let him into his building and separate the bills
Getting
from...
Marco on with Rocky.
Separate
Hey,
the
guys.
sales tax bills from the building.
This guy wants to talk about this bill. Would you be able to discuss this bill and how it'll affect the automotive industry, especially over the phone estimating starting January 1st?
That Brad O'Brien, he brought that up, Mark.
This bill, in my opinion, would change the industry drastically. Do you guys know anything about that?
I haven't heard of
I think
it.
it's the Brad O'Brien. He brought up that bill for people, that House bill that passed. Remember, Brad O'Brien brought it up last time he was in. We were having a big discussion.
The advertising.
Advertising, is that what this cup?
Yeah, I don't know. They got to come on the air. I'm not going to try to guess what they're thinking because they don't even give a bill's number. They give nothing. That's all they give. Oh, wait. House Bill 25. Here it is. House Bill 25-1090. House Bill.
I'm sure that's what it is, but
1090. House Bill, Colorado law prevent deceptive pricing practices, requiring business, including landlords, disclose total price. Oh, yeah, we were talking about that with shop supplies and everything. It'll definitely affect automotive. Definitely affects you guys. But I don't think you guys are misleading in your quotes.
Well, so right now, what I'm aware of is if I give you an estimate, I can't go 10% above
We
it.
already have coverage for that.
No, I don't think it's 10% anymore, though. I think
You have to
it's the
disclose it.
Automotive Repair Act, right?
That is,
I
yeah.
mean, there's
That's the
already
Automotive
something
Repair Act.
covering automotive, so would this
Right
even
here.
apply?
Here's what it says. Key provisions. Clear price disclosure. Businesses must show the total price, including all mandatory fees, as one prominent figure. Government taxes may be itemized separately, but other than that, prohibits junk fees. The law prohibits deceptive practices like hidden charges and unclear service fees, rental market rules. That's for landlords.
You know what, though? I welcome it.
But
There's nothing...
It's going to more affect something like, your menu type services. So your oil change or your
Anything where there's a disposal fee or shop supplies.
Right. So, i.e., like when I do it, because first I sell you the labor and then I come back with the parts and you're getting a total bill.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when I used to print out an actual estimate, it would have all that in it. I wouldn't give an estimate that didn't have, mine would have sales tax, it would have everything.
Yeah, that mine does too. I use an app. I use TechMetrics. So they sit on their phone and they click.
I think
Isn't
where
that
the
amazing?
problems,
Yeah,
I think where the problems are going to fall, if I read this bill right, and after she reminded me of it, the big issue would be like a 1995 coupon you send out for an oil change. And if you have a disposal fee, shop supplies, anything else on top of that, you would be in violation. Because one, you're advertising that price, $19.95, and two, that's not the true price.
Right, and that's where I got to the menu prices.
Yeah.
Well, the state wants me to bill a tire disposal fee. Are they going to?
That's a tax, though, isn't it?
It's advertised as a tax, I guess. By
It's
the
a
government,
weird
right?
tax because it's not on the tire you sell; it's on the one you take. It's stupid.
Yeah.
No,
No, I do. I have a shop supply fee, though. Is that going to go away? Am I not allowed to have it? Yeah, it's on.
Oh,
the
pizza's there, guys.
It's clearing on the ticket. Yeah. I mean, I supply diamond grip gloves. Those are expensive, you know. And all the chemicals we use. And,
It's amazing how they make them work longer.
Oh, really? Yeah.
You know, I buy a case of them and I look in the trash can like at noon and it's full.
Yeah. Because anytime somebody's.
Yeah, they pick their nose, they get a new glove.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Did you bring the pepper?
But I have a package.
All right, 303-713-8255. Hey, Kelly, do you know if you got that picture from Sheila or a copy of that estimate? Let me know as soon as you can. 303-713-8255. We've got 2 lines open, and Sheila's going to send us over that information to look at. And I think, Kelly, you're getting Marco Bendinelli on for a product liability question we had. You know, I did a little research on that, and product liability in Colorado, it's kind of straightforward. If you sell the product, if you manufacture the product, you could be held liable. And I really do want to get a legal opinion on that from Marco, but it sure seems to me from what I'm reading, if you have something, and basically what he has is like a portable seat that you can attach to something like an umbrella or a pole or anything like that, and then basically the seat opens up and you would lean back on it. But if someone leaned back and fell and cracked their skull open, his question is, I didn't manufacture this. Can I even give it away? And I'll tell you right now, I think you have probably a moderate probability of getting sued if something happened. Now, whether or not something ever happened would be, that's a question within itself. But looking at the product he sent pictures of, it looks a little sketchy, but I'm dying to know what Marco's going to say about that. Meantime, we got 2 lines open, 303-713-8255, 303 Martino. Suzanne?
So, Mark, you should have Sheila's paperwork in your inbox now.
We'll send it over to Jeff Vick so he can have a minute to look at it, and we'll get back to you, Sheila. So hold tight there. We do have the information. Miles, what is your question on oil additives?
Well, I have a Ford Transit van. It's a 98. And when I start it up in the morning, the lifters are noisy for a couple of seconds, and then it quiets down. The oil level's fine. I was just wondering if there's any kind of additive I could put in there to clean the lifters.
How long have the lifters been making noise for that short amount of time when you first turn it on? And how many miles are on that?
Well, I've got 140,000 on it.
I don't even know if that's somewhat. Hey, Kevin, is that somewhat normal after 140,000 miles to have that that little rattle? We've all heard it.
Not if you're starting it every day. If you let it sit for a week or 2, maybe. But yeah, the lifters are starting to collapse a little overnight.
So, is there an additive that genuinely helps that?
I've had MOA fix that.
Literally fix it.
Yeah. Just run it through a couple different oil changes. It's a high detergent, and it just cleans out. If that's the problem, obviously, if the lifters themselves are just
it's not
worn out,
help.
it's not going to. It's not magic.
He says it goes away fairly quick.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Miles.
Yeah, a couple seconds.
Yeah.
So what's that product called?
MOA.
Yeah, the brand is BG.
Yeah, BGMOA.
Okay, that's
what is it? Motor oil additive.
Yeah, motor oil additive. Yeah, it's real simple.
Yeah, and it's what is it like $20, $10?
Yeah, 12 to 15. In Napa.
And you just pour it in with the oil.
Do an oil
Should
change.
you have an oil change?
It's best with clean oil, but not necessary.
Let me ask you this, Kevin: if he ran a heavier weight oil, or say, what do you run in there, Miles? What do you typically do when you get an oil change?
To be honest, I can't remember. It's like 1030, I think, or something like that.
So it's not full synthetic. You just
actually, I think it's 5
Probably 5:30.
I can't remember.
Would a heavier weight oil help
Not
that?
necessarily. No, not necessarily.
No.
You got to get something that will get into the lifter and clean it out.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it, Miles?
That's it. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for the call, dude. 303-713-8255. We were going to have 3 lines open. I'm watching people's stuff. So, full disclosure, Suzanne and I would generally have a slice of pizza now. I didn't for a long time because I was on GLP-1s. I couldn't even think of eating pizza. It was kind of funny. In fact, Denver Regen helped me lose 45 pounds, so I can't complain. But since I've been off of that, we've been having a slice of pizza, but we're getting blood tests done after the show. And the reason we're getting blood tests done, we wear these things called Whoop, and they're pretty cool. They track everything. People have heard of Apple Watches. You've heard of Samsung's got a watch, Fitbit. You guys get the idea. It's same thing, but the difference is ours have, what's the battery life? It's like 14 or 21 days.
Yeah, it's pretty long, Mark.
They just keep going and going and going. Yeah. And they work absolutely great, but they just incorporated something really cool with it. So when you're in the app for Whoop, you can sign up. It's not cheap. I think it was $350 per. And you go down and they do 65 different markers on your blood. Is that right? 65.
Something like that, yeah.
So they're going to take like 6 vials from both of us, and they're going to run 65 different tests, and then the results basically get uploaded into our app for our wearable, and then we'll see where we are 6 months later, following it and changing stuff like exercise or anything, any diet, anything. It's got to be cool. It not only is it like cholesterol and stuff, but imagine that 65 different things. Hell, I might be in a horrible mood later on. We might find out we're sick as a dog or something, right?
Yeah, well, I'm dragging right now, Mark.
Yeah, it's because you couldn't have coffee.
Nothing.
Yeah, I wonder why they do that.
So dumb.
If I'd like to ask Deputy Doc that, for the life of me, why, if you're getting a blood test at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you can't have black coffee at, say, 6 a.m.? I simply don't think it makes sense. Anyhow, I digress. Jeff, I've got some stuff for you to look at over the break with Sheila's transmission. Sheila, I'll bring you back up. 2 lines open, 303-713-8255. Don't forget, help at troubleshooter.com. That works all the time as well. And believe it or not, we answer those emails. I do personally all the time over the weekend. And you can also call 303-Martino anytime. We'll be right back. Who do we go? CMG.
I definitely like this one better than the other.
What's that?
The pepper.
Which one is it? The green?
The green one. I definitely like that one better than the.
Did you bring packets of pepper?
That's how I discovered the green. iHeart's had some packets in the kitchen.
Interesting.
Yeah. So tasty.
Mm-hmm.
I hate you, Kevin. Just
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whatever those attachment sources, they didn't attach.
They didn't?
Okay, hold on, guys. You know, CMG, these guys not only do traditional loans on your home, like a new purchase or cash out to pay off high credit card debt, but they also specialize in reverse mortgages. And honestly, that division is on fire right now. They are getting so many calls on it. If you're over 55, they have products to where you'll never make a mortgage payment again. They also have what I call the reverse second. So you got to call them on that, but that's crazy. Think about taking a reverse mortgage out just on the equity so you can keep in place that low mortgage you might have right now, maybe back in the day, that 3 or 4%. So they have that second mortgage that's also reverse. It's kind of crazy, but call up John Clace. He's the guy I deal with directly. In fact, my son Miles used him for his first new house about 3 months ago. From application to closing, 18 days, everything went perfect. You're going to love these guys. CMG. Call John directly. Here's his number, 303-882-6679. I promise you, the lowest fees, the lowest rates, 303-882-6679. I'm going to do, just so you know, make sure you fire off that other one, and I'll be doing it in content.
Let me see.
Chanel.
These attachments are weird.
What do you mean weird? You got them. Oh, you can't open them?
I can open it. All it says is inspection report.
That's what he wants, I think.
All-wheel drive light came on and vehicle was bucking horribly. Not drivable, towed in.
Is there anything on there with codes?
Transmission fluid very burnt and has some metal in the fluid.
Ay.
That's what I see on the first attachment.
That means transmission, right? I mean,
major problems. Yeah.
Can you put some sawdust in there?
This is just what it says. Transmission fluid very burnt and has some metal in the fluid.
Okay.
This is the attachment. I mean, it's like all there is her name. It's a weird attachment. It was towed in, and then that's what he found. And then there's a picture, but I don't even know if I can click on it.
But it doesn't document what codes you upon or anything?
I don't see that. So now I'm going to go to the next one, but I think they're the exact same. Because this is what I was trying to send you. That's all she has.
Okay. Well, I got my builder right now taking a look to see what the parts inventory looks like on it.
And if you hit view details, I can't. It's just weird. So I
was just talking to my builder, so I just called him and hey, see what the parts inventory looks like. Does this look like something we can build, or are we on the same boat as Lexus, or what?
Here's another one. Let me see. Looks safe. Okay, now I'm clicking on the link. Okay, here we go. I'm going to send this to you, Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah, this should be fine for you to see. Copy link.
They named this other pepper blend. I can't feel my face. Really? Reaper.
Okay, Jeff, in your inbox, let me know you can read that. I think there's some codes on it.
I'm going to have to get some Tums on the way home.
And you can click on the different tabs too, Jeff.
What's that?
For whatever reason, these links aren't coming through.
It's weird, okay?
I can't believe we're doing 5 or 6 vials.
You really hung up on that.
I've never had that much blood taken. Never. I've never given blood. Not that I wouldn't. I just never did.
Yeah.
Then here's the
If I knew someone that needed my blood, I'd sell it
fluid.
or give it. What do? Do you sell it or give it? How does that work?
Well, I imagine
you just donate it, right?
You just sell it. You can. Yes, sell it.
All right, 303-713-8255, 303 Martino. Sheila called up. She's got her vehicle in a different shop somewhere. I forget the name of the shop. Really no problem, but it's not an actual transmission shop. It's a general automotive shop. 2017 Lexus NX. And they say it needs a transmission. And just hearing, I heard Suzanne telling Jeff Vick some things, and Jeff Vick's our expert with Kimmer Transmission. That's all he does. Day and night is basically rebuild transmissions. But I heard there was metal shavings and stuff in the pan. So first question I got for you, Jeff, typically in any vehicle, once there's metal shavings, quite a few of them.
That's pretty much the writing on the wall right there.
You've got it. Yeah, you're not going to, there's no magic there.
No.
It's not low on fluid, although it could be, but
If they
putting
had
fluid
transmission rebuild in a can, you could pour it in there and the metal could find out where to go to, that'd be great.
That'd be awesome. That's Terminator stuff.
100%. But no, they actually gave a sample of the fluid inside the inspection report that they showed there. So it does look terrible.
It does.
So, I mean, I don't think that she's being misled in any way.
No, not at all. But what they're saying, Sheila, is they can't get you a transmission, period. They have no idea when it's going to be available.
Right.
So, once again, so they would order, and I want people to focus on what I'm saying. When you get a transmission, if you go to a Goodyear like I used to own, or a Firestone, most likely, if they sell you a transmission, you're going to get a used transmission. Of course, I would always disclose that, or you'd get a rebuilt. And I would go to a company like Jasper and buy a rebuilt transmission from Jasper, or go to the dealership and buy the manufacturer's transmission, or you can go to someone like Jeff that does basically the same thing Jasper does, but he's not a big wholesaler. He's a shop.
Correct. Yeah. No, and actually I have a lot of shops that I do business for.
Oh, I know you do. And municipalities too. I mean, you do business with all kinds.
Yeah. So
he has literally units on the shelf ready to go.
Well, I don't have too many units on the shelf anymore. I mean, because there's too much of a variety out there.
There's too many.
So, I mean,
too many SKUs.
There are some that we see regular enough that we're starting to consider, let's go ahead and start putting some stock units back up, but we usually build a la carte.
But to Sheila's, if until you tear it apart and find out where those shavings are coming from, where the failure points are, you don't even know what parts you need to rebuild.
You can sometimes get a general idea by what kind of shavings you're seeing inside there. And, particularly, let's just say GM 6L80 inside, so many Silverados out there. We see common failures and we know common symptoms, so we'll have a really good idea going into it.
Got it.
But there's actually a separate clause in the Colorado Motor Vehicle Repair Act that specifically outlines transmission repairs because it does require a disassembly in order to give you an accurate quote.
I got you, man. So where does she go from now? She's being told by this shop they can't get her a unit, meaning an entire rebuild unit.
Yeah, no, and I reached out to my builder while we were on break there, and I asked him to take a look, see what the parts inventory looks like for this, see whether or not it's even a possibility for us to build it right now, or if we're in the same boat as Lexus.
And then if you rebuild one, really, with the exception it's the same case instead of a different case.
By the time we're done, it meets or exceeds OE standards. We're able to do other things that, they can't do at the OE level because there's aftermarket fixes for common problems. And so we'll aggressively attack those types of things.
Where they can't do that.
They're not allowed to, yeah. They're mandated by the manufacturer how they can put this back together.
I got you. So, Sheila, I mean, if you want to, we can do this. When do you think you'll know, Jeff?
Probably 20 minutes.
All right. So, Sheila, how about we reach back out to you and tell you what's going on as soon as we know? Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. And I also wanted to point out the low mileage that I have.
What is it?
It's 87,587.
Yeah, that's on the low end for sure, but it's not out of the question by any stretch.
Yeah.
Okay.
What have you done? Have you owned it since new?
Have I what? Oh, yeah. I've owned it since.
Have you done a transmission service ever?
No.
See, that could be the problem there.
That could be a problem. It's an all-wheel drive vehicle. If she's ever, had mismatching tires, that causes damage quickly.
Different size tires, yeah, it's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
It could be anything how it got there, but I promise you this, if Jeff rebuilds it, he's going to give you all the information in the world how to take care of it and give you an incredible warranty on it. But hold tight, Sheila. Make sure you give your number to Kelly. As soon as we have the information back on parts availability, I promise you'll be the first to know. 303-713-8255. Listen, we got 2 hours to go. Any questions? You've been ripped off by anything. Maybe a dealership ripped you off, lied to you about a warranty, a bad contractor.
Tires are more likely than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Todd, I'll bring you up first as soon as we're back, all right, brother?
Todd? I actually had...
You'll be up first as soon as we get back.
Chopper actually came in here a few weeks back. He had me do... I'm trying to remember what we did. It might have just been a service. But, he had mismatched tires on his. And told him, you need to go get that. He said, well, I plan on doing that next month. No, not next month. Before the week's out.
You're talking about Chopper?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah. He knew we needed to do it, but he was trying to stretch it out. I was like, no, you need 4 new tires. And he went and did it the next day. So.
Tires have gotten ridiculous.
But people that don't rotate them, I mean, they don't realize the difference from front to rear, the actual measurement.
I can't, though. We have different sized tires.
I'm sure Marco's going to be fine. He said a half hour, so I'm sure he's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. Give him 10 minutes and call him. Did you email him the info? Okay, but just tell him it's like really the email's not a big deal. Mark just wants to ask him some questions.
Just on product liability, period.
And I'll get Roger.
I don't, yeah. Just try to get him on. It's no big deal.
Yeah, if he said call him back in 15 minutes, yeah, just call him back. It's all good. I'm sure he's fine. Yeah, I don't know why you would. Marco doesn't seem like the type that would get pissed because you called him when he was in the shower. He doesn't have to answer when he's in the shower.
Who doesn't answer when they're in the shower?
Kevin.
It's like the best time to answer.
No, it interrupts my beer.
Yeah.
Thanks, girl.
Oh. No, I've been having to shower at the shop.
Oh, yeah, no hot water, he said, yeah.
And so, and because the phones aren't set up yet, everything goes through my cell. So I'm picking up calls with the shower head in the background.
Sticking his head out the curtain.
There's a cool system called XBlue that's dirt cheap and it's nice, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that, I mean, I'm really good with computers too. I feel like I could probably put it together and have my own.
This, I'm telling you.
But it's the kind of thing where it's like.
What's so good about it?
About XBlue?
Yeah. Their phones, they're like Grasshopper or Ring Central or whatever.
It just does everything. I mean, it just does everything. They actually sell you the lines and everything.
Yeah.
What do we pay a month? We got like 5 phones, 8 lines. It's like $100 a month or whatever.
Wow. That's mobile?
No, that's VoIP phones, right?
It's VoIP, right?
Yeah, they're VoIP, but you can bring over whatever number you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got shitty internet, you can't do it. But other than that, I mean, I can't tell the difference.
Did you get your PC switched over?
Not yet.
Oh.
No, still.
What are you doing? Just old? Oh, you said you couldn't take updates.
Yeah, the updates are done, and I'm having issues with one audio card or video card on one, so it keeps crashing like every other day, and so.
They got good refurb shit over at right down here.
Oh yeah, Micro Center.
Micro Center.
Yeah.
I usually buy refurbished Dells.
I'm just letting my IT guy deal with it. You know, it's his responsibility anyway. So.
You have an IT guy?
Well, my phone guy, IT guy.
Oh, okay.
My guy.
My guy.
My guy.
I was thinking of going with a local phone guy because Comcast was just taking forever.
Yeah.
And they give me a quote and I like it, but then a week later, freaking Comcast is out there running the fiber right to the building.
Yep.
I'm like, oh shit. Now what do I do? So I've been.
Well, there's always upgrades. Google's doing it all over.
I'm gonna leave him on the sideline. You know, I should get back to him and just tell him what's going on.
Okay.
Try to figure out how to roll. You know, because I like the idea of being outside of Comcast's thumb.
It's good. I mean, even when he's out of town, he can remote in and look at stuff. And,
Yeah.
you know.
That's what I like to. They answer the phone. You know.
Yeah, most of the time.
It's not
He's just a bit of a
eccentric.
douche. He just every time you call him, he's got to remind you how much smarter he is than you are. So, you know, just the way he asks questions.
Yeah.
It's like, so exactly what do you mean by the phone doesn't work?
Right.
Mark, you little prick, stop it. I pick up the phone and dial it and nothing happens. Like nothing. What is it? It's like, God damn it.
How often does that happen?
Not very.
No. I gotta tell you though, I was with Comcast 12 years, and never once did I have a phone issue.
Yeah, that's
never once. You know, there was few internet outages, but they were few and far between.
And those, you know, I mean,
They were usually building out something.
get an accident somewhere, tear something up.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard a lot of my neighbors are complaining the new Google fiber.
Yeah.
It's gone out like 3 times.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know if it's because they're still working on it or what they're doing.
You own your building now, right?
No.
Oh, you still lease?
Yeah. No, we tried a couple times. Just never.
Yeah.
We never put the deal together. And
I've got a deposit down on the one I'm in now, the one I'm leasing, and so in a year, if I've got everything caught up and pay off this whole transition, then I got the right to buy it, first refusal or whatever. So
yeah.
I might do it. I'm hoping to do it, honestly.
Yeah. No, I gave up on it.
Yeah.
We just kept running into issues. And then we get this solved, and then the landlord got stupid, and then
Really?
it's back online, and then the city got stupid.
Did you get hit with the taxes and all that? Then?
Well,
Sudden, just recently. Yeah. I went from what, $3,000 a month to $4,600 a month, just like that.
Yeah.
This new one's $9,700 a month.
It's insane.
Yeah. What are you paying?
For rent?
12,000. Yeah. How many square feet you got?
8,500.
Yeah.
It's decent. I can park.
That's pretty good, actually.
And I can park 50 cars
Yeah.
up there.
It's like $1.50 where I am right now. Yeah.
A lot of traffic.
Busy. Yeah. Yeah.
We got 9 lifts inside.
Oh yeah.
Parking.
You got no problem paying for that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting ripped off actually. I got no parking.
But I was hoping she wasn't going to go to 15.
Yeah.
So he's going to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back in my mind, I'm smiling. But,
I can't wait to see how this meeting.
Disobey orders. It damages our national security.
Zoran Mamdani meets with the president.
Being a New Yorker means that you're prepared for all situations.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Welcome, my friends, to the only show of its kind. We're here to solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. We're here to make your life just a little bit better. If we can help you in any way, the number is easy, 303-MARTINO. That number works on and off the air. You can also call 303-713-8255. We got 3 lines open right now. We've had a full house the entire show. Now's your time to call in any car questions. It is car day, but of course you're dealing with a bad contractor, a bad attorney, a bad dentist for that matter. We are here to help. We get personally involved. We'll reach out to your landlord. We'll send someone over to look at that furnace. There's so many different things we do to touch so many people every day. It's amazing. If you need help, 303-713-8255. By the way, this hour brought to you by Frank Duran, the real estate man. Oh, my goodness, one of my favorite people out there, one of the best realtors I've ever met. In fact, I'll tell you this, and this is as true as you can be. In fact, I think you can even, well, most people don't have a subscription to MLS, but MLS Colorado, Frank Duran sells more homes. Listen to this, more homes in 1 month for more money than most realtors sell in an entire year in the Denver metro area. If you want the best and you want the best working for you, whether buying or selling a home, you got to call Frank. Go to frankduranhomes.com. That's frankduranhomes.com. Now, let's see, who's been waiting the longest? 303-713-8255 is the number, and we are going to go to Todd. Todd, what is going on with this radio, my friend?
Well, about a month ago, it started going on and off, you know, like the channels.
Is it a car radio?
Yeah, it's a truck radio.
And is it only like on AM or FM, or does it happen on everything?
On everything. Yeah, even when I have the phone, the music on the phone, it'll connect and then it'll do the auxiliary power. And then you have to touch the radio again to get it back to the radio station.
Does the entire radio like blip out? In other words, if there's any kind of LCD display, does it go away like it's rebooting, or it just drops the signal?
It drops the signal and then it like reboots and it'll say like auxiliary power or whatever. then I had to hit that bandwidth, and then it'll hit it back to like KHOW or
whatever.
Yeah.
And what kind of vehicle is it?
2011 Chevy Silverado.
Kevin, I'm going to ask you. You're the one that's got the best electrical guys around. To me, this sounds like either electrical connection problem to the radio or something internally in the radio.
Internally, yeah, the circuit board or something, the solder in there is getting loose, something. You can replace them fairly inexpensive anymore, at a Car Toys or even a used one.
That you could put in. I'll tell you the biggest problem with that. I guess if you have it professionally done by Car Toys or someone, they make it look pretty good when it's done. There's a place, though, called car-parts.com.
I'm looking at it right now,
How much is a used one?
There's like 12 options. So, just...
Does yours have like a CD player? Does it have a screen? What's it look like?
DVD, what does it have?
Yeah, it has a DVD player. It's in the center, and then it has push buttons on top, and then you can go to menu and your basic one on a Silverado.
Sure. They range about $100 to $150 and, some pretty good salvage yards.
And that'll just pop out and pop back in. Yep. You don't have to do anything.
That's why a lot of times it's cheaper than trying to diagnose and get in and fix it.
Oh, my God, yeah. I mean, you're talking $100.
Yep.
I mean, so you can pick one up, Todd, for $100. Is that something? I know you guys don't install car stereos or stuff like that, guys, but popping that in and out of do you think Todd would be able to do it? Is it a big deal? Do you need any specialty tools?
No, it's pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward. Just pops out, pops in, probably like one or two connections in the back.
Once you get the bezel out of the way, there's a couple bolts or screws. Yeah.
So if you hit that car-parts, that not DASH, literally the dash sign, .com, what it does, you put in what you're looking for, and it'll search all the salvage yards that it's connected to around the country. You might even find someone right here in Colorado that has it, Jeff.
Yeah, and quite frankly, if he's nervous about doing it himself, I guarantee on something like that, there's going to be a YouTube video of somebody giving you tutelage on how to do it.
You know what? I guarantee it, too. You just type in 2011 Silverado Radio Exchange, and bam, there's going to be a video on exactly how to do it. Which is crazy these days. Todd, you got any other questions, man? I think you really should. Car-parts. For radios, used parts when it comes to radios, I got no problem with. Car Toys, I would say this. Something that would look normal when they're done, that would fit in that hole and work, I don't think you're going to have done for less than $500. Am I crazy?
Pretty close, I bet.
Yeah, I bet it's $500, and then if you want GPS and other stuff, it just goes up from there. But if you want simply what you had now, it'll be the exact same, but it works. I'd look at used. Who is used around here still? Do we have salvage yards downtown? I know we had a big one off at 25 years ago, but I don't think it's there.
Stadium, it's not there anymore.
It's not there
Stadium,
anymore.
Yeah, that was it. I know
Central's a big one.
Mott Bellows got a pull-in pick or something like that.
At LKQ most of them are moving towards Bennett and out that way.
Yeah, these guys though at Car-Parts, they'll actually list the condition it's in. It's just so simple to use, honestly, for anybody out there. Okay, let's see here. Walter's got a question on idling. Then Scott, you'll be after that. Hey, Walter, what's going on?
Yeah, I've got a 1993 Chevrolet Silverado 4.3, and it has trouble idling.
Is that carbureted, guys, or no? When was that? And I'm sorry, Walter, to interrupt you, but when was the last carburetor? I mean, like in the 80s?
Yeah, probably 94, 95.
And that was it.
On some of the
okay, so go ahead, guys. What do you think? Does it not idle all the time? Is it so rough it ever stalls out, or you just see it? Like what?
I have to keep pressing on the gas to keep the engine going.
Oh, that's not good. Guys, I mean, fuel pump, injectors,
typically
anything.
a vacuum leak.
Oh, a vacuum leak.
It says, I looked up, I got a repair book and whatnot. It says the idle air control.
Yeah, the IAC.
So that can have a vacuum leak.
Well, it uses vacuum to create a vacuum leak to help it idle. So the IAC is a little plunger. Could be stuck. Could be plugged
Those
up
are
with
cheap
carbon.
too, aren't they?
Not bad. Yeah.
So why don't you have it checked out, someone, Jerry? Or I'm sorry, Walter.
Well, I'd like to know how much a diagnosis is going to be.
That's a good question. People ask that all the time. Something like this that comes in and they just turn it on, and so it happens every time, right, Walter?
I think these days your average is about $200.
Pretty close for diagnosis, yeah. For
$200
for drivability, yeah.
How much is it?
200.
Okay.
That's about average.
Well, if I got to bring it in and whatnot, I'd like to know how much you charge me to change the oil and the filter and antifreeze and the grease zerts.
You mean actually grease them, not change them?
Well, you get it's an old enough truck to
probably
don't
has
have that
grease
Teflon
zerts.
in there anymore or whatnot. I mean, you gotta have a grease gun.
Is there a ballpark there, guys? Anybody wants to throw out?
Repair pill?
No.
No,
So, I mean, a basic oil change, you're $60, $70 for most vehicles. And that should include the grease and everything else. And coolant flush and fill, 120, 150, something in that range.
So, I mean, you're talking $250
Couple
and then
$100 plus a couple $100 for diags. It's probably about $400 plus the repair.
And then if you needed that,
IAC valve.
What are those? Any idea?
You know, another $50 to $85.
Like $50, $85. Yeah. So, I mean, you could be $400 to $500, Walter.
Okay, well.
But then you have, if you think about it, your oil change is done, your cooling system's done, and then your, more importantly, the main problem's done, and your vehicle's all greased up, ready to go.
Well, I call in for an appointment, or
yeah. Where are you located? Like what area?
Commerce City.
That's not bad. I mean, what do you guys think? How far is Commerce City from you, Tom? I mean, that's still like 40 minutes, 30
Where
minutes.
Is that on the west? On the
yeah. What side of Commerce are you? Right after what is it? I-270.
He says off Quebec at 75th.
Oh, okay.
So
he's in the city, right?
Yeah, I don't know who's closer. Is all I'm trying to figure out.
Kevin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah, we're in Lakewood, you know, on Colfax and Wadsworth, basically.
Sheridan Auto Tech, man. He's done a lot of work for me over the years, Walter. They're really good, and they're honest.
So I can call in for an appointment then.
Yes,
Monday.
absolutely.
Then,
Give your number out. Go ahead,
Kevin. 303-455-7242.
And I'll tell you what, she'll give that to you again. Walter, we appreciate your call. 303-455-7242. That's Sheridan Auto Tech. Or you can go to SheratonAutoTech.com. 303-713-8255. Jerry's got a question on extended warranties, a question on detailing. I'm not sure what that means. I wonder if someone screwed up his vehicle. How much does it cost? But we actually know a detailer. We've got two lines open after Walter drops off. That means it's time for you to call 303-713-TALK.
You gave years, maybe decades to your job. You showed up, worked hard, and planned for retirement. But now, the company's changed. Or maybe you've taken a buyout or been forced into early retirement. So, what happens next? I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. And if you've built up a 401k or thrift savings plan, now is the time to ask, is that money really working for you? Many workplace retirement plans offer limited options and even less guidance. At Trajan Wealth, we help people just like you roll over their accounts into IRAs with more flexibility and personalized investment strategies built around your goals. For households with $500,000 or more, let us build you a personalized plan. We operate on veteran values, service, trust, and doing what's right. Your next chapter starts now. Call Trajan today, 720-915-3000. That's 720-915-3000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. See website for details.
You know, Red Rocks Roof and Solar is now Alliance, but it's the same ownership. Brooke owns the company. What I love about Red Rocks, if you have a commercial piece of property and you're looking for solar, she can, listen to this, it's got to be commercial. We're just talking commercial here. She can get up to 94% of it paid for. Let's say it's a $100,000 system. That means you have $6,000 when it's all said and done out of pocket. And you can actually create your own electricity and sell it to your tenants. Or maybe you have different businesses you rent to. It just doesn't really matter. You can even just sell it directly back to the grid and make money from the electric company. And there's no joke about this. Yes, the tax credits have gone away for a while on all the residential stuff, but there is still so many grants and so many tax credits on commercial property. If you're a landlord and possibly have a fourplex or a duplex, that would count. You could put solar on there, get it mostly paid for, and then you are the electric company each month selling to your tenants, and you'll sell to them at a little bit of a discount because that's part of it, but it's all free money to you. You got to check them out. Go to redrocksrs.com. That's redrocksrs.com. Now, Frank Duran, the real estate man, 30 years experience helping buyers, sellers, first-time homeowners, investors, you name it. When it comes to real estate, he's done it in Denver Metro. He's the leader of Team Duran at RE/MAX Alliance, a top-performing team recognized nationally. Listen to what I just said. In fact, he is one of the few people out there that can help relocate through RE/MAX, which is incredible if you move around a lot. Certified distressed property expert. Master certified negotiation expert. And then, of course, he's on our exclusive referral list at referrallist.com. If you're buying or selling a home, do not make the mistake. Don't go with that uncle or don't go with that neighbor that just got their license. Go with someone that has proven themselves in this market for over 30 years. Someone that literally closes on more homes in 1 month than most realtors do in an entire year. FrankDuranHomes.com. FrankDuranHomes.com. There have
Really feel bad about
touching people in the shower.
Tom, do you do like a winter package or something you want to push?
No.
No.
Branding, I just do branding.
So are we going to do the buy one tire, get three free, Kevin?
For Christmas.
Jeff, buy one transmission, get three?
I'll do it twice for 3 times the price.
How about a cooling system flush, transmission service, oil change for $9.99? Come on, guys, step up. I promise you I'll have all 3 of you booked out.
You know, the problem
till
is,
the end of the
I'm
year.
sure all of us experienced the coupon shopper phenomenon in the beginning of our shops. It's
You never see them.
Yeah.
Well, you don't see them until the next coupon comes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've had them call and ask for coupons.
We used to convert I'd convert 20%. I'd still keep my, back then our average foot was, I want to say $109.
Yeah.
And even that included the $19.99 coupons. But you're right, there's some, it doesn't matter. They can come in and they're metal to metal, like literally metal to metal, and you're not going to sell them brake pads.
But the opposite, too, I got a guy across the street from me that does a Groupon deal with a group of oil changes all the time. And a lot of my customers go over there
For the oil change.
For the oil change, and then whatever he tells them they need, they come over and we do it.
Yeah. When I owned the Goodyear in Castle Rock, I had a great relationship with Discount Tire, and they would send me alignments left and right, which would lead to all the front end work. It was a great relationship. But the new owners, Colorado Land, I don't know how they blew that, or maybe Discount completely changed their.
I think Discount changed what they do as far as.
It was kind of weird because they're sending them over to another tire dealer.
Yeah.
I don't miss it. I've told you all. I don't miss automotive. Fuck that.
That was the most miserable you were.
God, I hate
stressful. It is.
50 fucking employees, thousands of customers. I'm surprised I didn't go postal at some point.
Nobody's ever happy to see you.
No, you're not a pleasure purchase. It's not like going and getting a new TV or a game station or something.
Hell no. It's the last thing that's why I love national accounts. Montbello, 80-90% of my business was either Colorado State, federal government, or companies like Terminex, whatever. And the drivers didn't care. They just needed to get on the road. Selling a brake job was nothing. You know, you call up, get a PO, you're done. No one gave a shit. But trying to talk, you know, people into buying shit is fucking crazy.
I had a lady years ago who was working at a shop down in Phoenix, and we were primarily electrical, and she wanted the windows to roll down in
The Trajan Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
303-713-8255-303. Martino. By the way, I want to tell you guys about a company I love, One Clear Choice Doors. You realize in our old house, every time that garage door openers, you guys have been there. You remember the old chain-driven ones? You might even have one. But our old master bathroom or bedroom was right over the garage in Castle Rock in Red Hawk. And every time one of us would come home or the kids wanted to get their bikes out or toys out, man, that door, you would hear it go up and down.
Like a burglar alarm.
Like a burglar alarm.
Yep.
So One Clear Choice Doors, and the dogs start going crazy because they can hear it from anywhere. One Clear Choice Doors, and I know this is nothing new, but now everything's belt-driven. They're so quiet. They came out, it was like $299, fully installed for a LiftMaster. Best thing I ever did when we moved to our new house, I upgraded all of them because they were the old chain ones out in Franktown. So I love these guys. OneClearChoiceDoors.com. Great selection. They have showrooms up and down the Front Range, but just go check them out. OneClearChoiceDoors.com. Now, we're going to go, is that Marco? Is Marco Bendinelli on?
Yes, and Rocky's on line too for his question.
Marco Bendinelli. First of all, I'm going to yell at Marco for something. Hey, Marco, you have no idea what I'm going to yell at you for, do you?
Well, no, but I bet I'm going to hear it.
You are going to hear it. So you realize when you drove my car, so we're driving up to visit, Suzanne and I are driving up to Evergreen to visit Marco, and he has a flat tire on the way, literally on I-25. We're on C-470. He lives up by Evergreen. So he's like, I'm going to be a while. We've got this. And we were like, no, don't worry about it. We'll come pick you up, get your car towed, whatever. So boom, boom, boom. He hops in my car, and we're off going to his house up in Evergreen. And I want to show him how fast my new Tesla is. It's fast as snot, and it drives itself. And Marco's never had a car drive him around. So he gets in it in autopilot, and he's driving, or not driving, whatever you want to call it. He's staring out the window, and he hits the gas to punch it because he wants to see how fast it goes. All of a sudden, we're doing like 120. The car is so pissed because when you're in auto drive, you're not allowed to go over 85. And it gave me a warning. I got 3 strikes. If you get 3 strikes, it pulls away auto drive for 30 days back then. He got me my 3rd strike.
Well, you know what? What did you do to get the first 2?
Well, okay. Am I correct that he might have got the second one, too?
He might have, Mark. But, man, we had such a fun
now
time.
The story's embellished.
Yeah,
We had such a fun time that day.
We did. We had a great time with you. It was nice meeting your girlfriend, and we just had a really good time. But, Marco, we got a great question in. So, did you send him a picture of that thing?
I know Kelly emailed him.
So I'll just describe it. This is this guy, and I'm going to bring him up in case if I'm getting the story a little wrong. What is he on to? So Rocky called in, and he sells a product from a company to sporting goods stores, and it's a cool little product. If you're a fisherman, it basically cuts your line and takes care of it so it doesn't go into the stream or the pond or wherever you're fishing. So, and he still sells that, and he sells it to multiple different places around Colorado, maybe even outside of Colorado. That company sold to another company, Marco, and the new company is still producing that product, and he's still selling it. But when the new company either bought the inventory or took over the old company, I don't even know how that transition went, there was one product the new company does not want to sell anymore. And basically, it's a portable seat that you could put onto a pole. You could put it onto the end of the umbrella, and you can basically lean back on this seat. Now, his question is pure product.
While you're fishing?
Yeah,
Or-
so picture this. Picture you got like a rowboat, and it's got like a little a slot to where you could put the oars in. You could put like a little piece of a metal pole there and attach this to it. Or if you're golfing, you could put it on the end of the umbrella and then lean back on the umbrella. It's a portable seat. In fact, Rocky, why don't you describe it? You'll do a better way of it than me.
Sure. Actually, for fishing, it's mostly for wade fishing. So a lot of guys get in the river, have a wading staff to help stabilize them when they're out there. And this is made so you can clamp it onto the cork grip. And so you can be out in the stream and kind of lean back, sit down, take some off of your legs for a bit. And you can use it for hiking, golfing, whatever.
It's basically like a sit down. It's like a seat you kind of stand and lean back in that can attach to virtually anything that's probably less circumference than like a water bottle.
Yes, exactly. And so to get all the inventory of the item that I did want from the company that was selling, they sold the company to an offshore company, but I was buying all of the U.S. inventory. But to get all of that, they kind of had me take these, and they've been sitting in my warehouse for like 3 years because I'm a little concerned about the safety because
they look sketchy.
It does. But, I didn't pay for them, but they've got a value of about $50,000, and I hate just throwing them away, but I'm concerned about selling them.
So how does that, we get it. So, Marco, back in the day, I sold snack cakes. I bought them from a huge national bakery called the Flowers Bakery. If someone got food poisoning, I was basically an in-between. I wasn't going to get sued. They'd go to the bakery. I just delivered the damn cakes. But in his case, they gave him this product. They no longer do this product. It's a new company. If he sold them and someone got really injured using this, like fell into the water and got eaten by an alligator or something, where does that leave this guy? Or because he didn't manufacture it or produce it, he's off the hook?
Well, now you're taking me back to my UCC days, Uniform Commercial Code, from way back in the 1800s when I went to law school. Okay. Anyway, from what I recall, obviously this isn't, something that we practice every day.
Yeah.
But from what I recall, if you are a merchant in the chain, you can be held responsible.
Yeah.
Like, for example, you buy a Honda mower from Home Depot and it cuts your alligator in half, but that was your prize alligator.
Yes.
You not only can you name the manufacturer of the lawnmower, but you can also name Home Depot.
So this guy, he got this product for free. I think the chances of someone getting, how many pieces are we talking about, Rocky?
1,500.
Oh, that's a lot, man. Someone could get hurt. What would if he walked into your law office, Marco, what would seriously, and he was asking this question, I know you would do research and do all that because there's probably some state laws there too, but what is your gut feeling?
What I would do is, it would be a numbers analysis. In other words, how much profit can I make off this product? And number two, what's $10 million worth of general liability insurance going to cost me?
Well, exactly. And more than the actual liability, I don't want somebody to get hurt, and I'm a little concerned about it. And I kind of think I need to dispose of them. I'm just kind of a guy that recycles everything. I got a whole
you hate throwing them away.
Do it, but he doesn't do plastic. I hate just throwing them away, but that may be what I need to do.
Hey, Marco, if he gave them away, would that change anything?
I'm not sure, but tell him to send me a half a dozen. I'll sign a waiver.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I actually thought about that. If somebody wanted to buy for doing flea markets or something, sign a waiver. But I'm still not convinced that wouldn't have somebody come back to me.
Well, look,
you know what, though? Really, what people need to do, and they don't understand how inexpensive insurance is. You get it's pennies, and so. I tell people all the time, you need to be buying lots of insurance.
Yeah, no doubt.
$3,000-$4,000 a year, you can buy a lot of coverage.
Yeah, you can. Most people.
So that's what I'd recommend, but I'm interested in the product.
Hey, Rocky, let's do this. I really would like Rocky, if he would be so gracious to drop some of those off here at this station. Tell him we'll have them up too, man. We'll have them up to talk to him and, whatever. But drop some of them off. Go ahead, Marco.
Listen, I'll buy him a beer, and I'll give him free legal advice. It'll cost him a half a dozen shares.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. In fact, you could probably even come up with a waiver that would hold up for him that he could give them away for. You know what I mean?
Probably. And, and something like that, if someone got injured, they would have to prove to a jury that that they didn't assume the risk. It seems like a product where, if you're going to use it, you understand it's not, four metal,
it's not a couch
on the ground.
Yeah.
Right. So, there's also, the assumption of the risk defense.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be too worried about it. I just buy a lot of insurance. And,
all right. Yeah. He said he's got 50,000 in inventory, and it's all profit because they gave it to him for free because they don't want to deal with it anymore. Literally, that's a lot of money. That's a good little chunk of cash.
Right. So it'd be worth it just buying, increasing your liability coverage for a couple of years.
I love it. So, and really just thinking about different things, I didn't realize you could sue almost anybody in the chain. That is kind of remarkable. So everywhere from the manufacturer all the way to the retailer. And if there's a wholesaler involved, I assume they'd be part of that.
That's, and listen. This is 1899 law, okay?
It was on a wagon wheel made for Wells Fargo.
When people were suing people over
the black. I used to call them the black and white days. When I was little, I was convinced everything was in black and white because the old TV shows were in black and white.
Right. But it's the Uniform Commercial Code. From what I remember, anybody in the chain, a merchant in the chain is the phrase that I recall.
All right. Marco Bendinelli, I appreciate it as always. He's one of our expert attorneys. His phone number is so easy. It could be a car accident, product liability. He's had multiple $1 million judgments that have, in fact, he had, I believe, 3 in the shortest amount of time of any other attorney in Colorado at one point. So slip and falls in a grocery store, car accidents, you name it. And his phone number is ridiculous. 1-800-ATTORNEY. How would you guys like that? Like 1-800-CAR repair. 1-800-ATTORNEY. Marco Bendinelli, I appreciate it as always. Hopefully we see you in studio soon. 1-800-ATTORNEY.
Thanks, Marco.
It's kind of scary. Everything in the chain.
Everybody in the chain, yeah. Well, they just throw mud and see what sticks.
Mm-hmm. They still have to prove your liability portion.
Yeah. But the idea of going to court with that is probably...
People get food.
And they have to hire a lawyer. They have to find a lawyer.
Rocky, I hope
that's
that
me.
helps. Do you want Marco's number?
They'll be lucky if it was my finger.
Now we're getting back into Shannon's conversation.
1-800-ATTORNEY. Oh, 4695
about to see if
South Monaco Street.
Yep. 4 minutes, 18 seconds.
The countdown starting.
For the reboot?
Yep.
Did it do an install?
It did.
God, it'd be nice they actually worked after whatever they're doing. Something tells me it won't.
So it's scary. It's going to be worse than it was. Yeah.
Maybe the time will be right when it's done.
Ooh.
That's always driving me nuts on that.
On this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse, too, because he always tries to book before 2.
Yeah.
He's like, shit, there's already 2.
Mitch Floria, he's the owner of the Art of Granite. He's got a great story. I mean, he came over years ago to the United States. Of course, he's a citizen, married, has children. But when it comes to countertops, the fabrication, the installation, the products, I don't care if it's quartz or granite, marble, anything you can imagine this guy does. His showroom out in Golden is absolutely beautiful. He's got so much stuff in stock. You got to get out there. And a lot of times, if you get the kitchen done, you're going to get the bathroom done for free, which is incredible. But he also guarantees the best prices out there. You're going to love his pricing, and you're definitely going to love Mitch, and you're going to love his people. And you got to check out his showroom. That's the best way to introduce yourself and really start talking about countertops. What is right for your house, and cabinets and fixtures. You're going to love these guys. TheArtOfGranite.com. THE, TheArtOfGranite.com. Okay, question on detailing. Okay.
On a 97 Mazda.
Let's guess what that is. I mean, I'm guessing someone detailed it and scratched it, maybe?
Burned the paint.
Well, I would think that would be a problem with a detailer.
A detailer? Yeah, but Kelly's putting that stuff in there.
True.
It could be a question for a veterinarian.
Some detail shops soak it too wet.
Question on oil. What do you think that would be? What kind of oil should I use?
Pretty
Probably.
much. Yep. Is it really worth it to go to synthetic?
And then extended warranty is going to be what it always is. Should I buy one?
Mm-hmm.
You have pretty good luck, Tom, with extended warranty companies.
Dealing with one right now that wants to ship me a used transmission.
Nope, refuse it.
On an 8-speed Chrysler where they're known to fail.
Yeah. I had that problem yesterday. I told them I'm not putting you. I said, well, it's fully rebuilt. I don't care.
Yeah, I refuse
can't
to
just
have her
upgrade
ship
them?
it. So.
Well, in this case, they wanted to send me a unit that was already rebuilt because it was cheaper than I was coming in at. I'm like, no, it's not going to happen.
So what would they end up doing?
They ended up caving and they ended up paying. Because I have no obligation to install your part. And my customer came to me for what I could provide for him for the most quality part, and I don't trust you.
And it's normal pricing. It's not like I'm trying to gouge you guys.
No, they're going to go after their cheapest find that they can get. Mm-hmm. Well, that doesn't guarantee me quality. Yeah. And that's not what I'm going to push back out my door.
And then, of course, they're going to yell at you.
Well, yeah. I mean, and hey, I've got enough yelling customers. I don't need to create one on purpose. Everybody has comebacks. They happen. I don't want to build one on purpose.
Jeff, what are the different peppers you put in your chili?
In the green chili? Obviously, the green chilies themselves. Yeah. And then jalapenos.
You do jalapenos.
Mm-hmm. Habaneros.
You do.
And serrano.
Okay.
And, that's it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we ate that whole thing.
It wasn't as hot as years past, but there were a couple of bites where I was like, holy shit, my throat's going to die.
I think the only hot stuff in there really was jalapeno from my taste.
The jalapenos, I think, are actually the problem this year.
They weren't as hot.
I mean, when you went to buy them, they were obtusely large and short. Yeah. It was like, and some of the serranos, when we were going to get those, they were gigantic. I was like, what are you guys, these don't look right. And I think it came out inside the batch.
I noticed that we make bacon wrapped, like cream cheese and wrapped with.
Oh, I love those.
Yep.
Yeah.
She makes a mean fucking popper.
Yep. And this last batch we did had almost no spice to it. Good flavor.
Yeah.
But almost no spice.
Although you've gotten lazy lately. You've been buying them in the grocery store.
But I tell you what, try deep fry your turkey.
Do I what?
Did you fry your turkey?
No, I do. I spatchcock smoke.
You're gonna do
I'll have it done in 4 hours.
You gonna brine it?
When you do the fried turkeys, I also do those jalapeno poppers and drop those inside the fryer.
Oh, that'd be good.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
We've done it with
crispy bacon.
Yeah, and we've also done it with chorizo instead of bacon.
We got 20. How many people, baby? 25 fucking people. We're gonna do. I'll spatchcock 2 turkeys, a huge ham, and then good friends of ours from Oklahoma bring a turducken. So there should be plenty of shit. And then everybody else is bringing sides out the end.
We actually got nobody this year, even the kids. So we're just going to go up to the cabin and we're going to go down to the lodge and just buy dinner. I'm not cooking a turkey for just the 2 of us.
We've done that.
So the only thing I'm going to miss out on is because I usually like to do the carcass soup. So.
Did yours reboot too?
Yep. It is now 12:43 Friday, November 21st, and there's a pretty little lake on my screen.
I don't have that.
Oh, slide the mouse up. That's like the login screen.
Intern temp.
Oh, it's you need a code, right? Hey, Dragon, what's the code? Like password with an A or some weird shit?
That should be on the wall, isn't it?
No. The computer's rebooted.
Oh, yeah. Password, capital P, and 0.
Password with a capital P and then a 0 instead of an up. All right, 303-713-8255. One line open. We'd love to hear from you, 303-713-8255. By the way, I want to tell you about Genesis Total Exteriors. Mark is the man. He painted the exterior of our house, his guys, probably 4 or 5 years ago. It still looks brand new. He does such an absolutely great job. They pay so much attention to detail, but they also do stucco, and they do siding, and they do doors, and they do windows. Genesis Total Exteriors.com. You're going to love them, I promise you. Check them out. That's their website. Now, we're going to go to Scott. He's got a question, and then Jerry Mike, you'll be right after that. Scott, what is your question on detailing? We've all been trying to guess what it is.
Right. My question on detailing is, where do I go to have my car detailed? Because it's kind of rusted, and I need some body work and paint it.
Well, Scott, first of all, I suggest you do the body work and everything else before you get it detailed.
Yeah, body shop will probably detail it when they're done.
Yeah, they will detail it when they're done. Are you just looking for a good body shop to get it all fixed up?
Yeah, I'm looking for a good body shop, paint shop to get it all fixed up because it is an old, truck.
But you want to get it looking good.
Right.
Hey, guys, let me ask you this. The only body shop that I've had good luck with, he just sold. I don't know if it's still good or not, but it's way in Castle Rock, and it's called Michael's Body Shop. But Michael owned it, and I knew Michael, and I used him. But then when he sold, I don't know who I'm dealing with down there. I assume some of the same employees. I'll check it out one of these days. But who do you guys suggest for him? And remember, we're talking a 1997 truck. I'm sure he doesn't want to dump. How much are you thinking it's going to cost, Scott? I'm trying to pick your brain.
Well, I don't know. I know the truck is worth $1,000. They don't put anything in it worth $1,000, but it's a good truck, and I would just like to know how much it would cost and to see if I can afford it.
Well, I'll tell you
this. I think that's the biggest thing is people are surprised when they learn it's like $8,000 to $10,000.
Yeah, at this point, just lift up the radiator cap and insert a new truck.
Yeah, I wouldn't spend $200 to detail it if you didn't have the rust. Honest to God, man. No. Unless if this was like your great grandpappy's truck or something crazy like that, some kind of value, it's not worth putting anything in. Michael's Auto Body, I don't know how much rust is on there. How do they fix rust, guys? How do you fix it?
Anymore, most body shops, they're the parts hangers that are just changing panels. They don't actually
So they pull the door off and sell you a new door.
Exactly.
Or pull the trunk off or whatever it is.
Okay.
Yeah, Scott.
What about the paint?
Go ahead. Well, you can't paint rust.
Yeah, the problem with patching it is first time a shopping cart hits it, it's going to shatter.
Well, maybe so, but actually he's got a point. We all kind of joke about Bondo, but for the life of me, this is probably why Bondo was invented. So you don't have to drop $7,000-8,000. I mean, are there shops anywhere around anymore that will simply Bondo what needs to be Bondoed and give it a cheap paint job?
Take a phone tree search, but I'm sure you'll find somebody.
Or what's the one they used to go beep beep AAMCO? No, that's the damn transmission.
Well, they had a little shy, but
you
got
get a
paint car for $99.99.
Mako paint.
Mako, they're cheap.
But then you got to realize, so there is a single stage paint, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you're going to get for cheap.
Of course.
And there's no prep.
And
work
it's still
involved.
not cheap, though. It's probably not cheap in Scott's
eyes. And it's not. It's $2-3 grand. And you're going to get the vehicle back and you'll be like, this doesn't look nice. This is what I expected.
If it's truly worth $1,000, drive it till literally the wheels fall off and go buy a different vehicle, bro.
Oh, okay.
Unless
it might be sentimental. If it's sentimental, then that's a different story.
Well, then, a cheap Bondo paint job, $2-3 grand.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, brother.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, man. You got it. 303-713-8255. Boy, none of us knew what that question was going to be. Now, we all guessed what this one was going to be. We're going to find out right now real quick. We might not answer it till after the break, but Mike, what is your question on oil? Mike?
He might have got distracted, Mark.
It sounds like it. See if you can get Mike back up. We'll take a quick break. Mike, if you're there, you'll be next. Jerry, you're after that. One line open. 303-713-8255.
Well, anytime you want to get Sheila back on, I've got some bad information for her.
Mike.
Who is it?
Mike.
I'll tease it for coming back.
No transmission and no parts.
Mike,
A lot of
going
essential parts are not available.
Mike, going twice. There you are. All right, buddy. Just making sure you're here. We went to you and you weren't there. So now that we've got you, we actually went to a commercial break. So it's going to be a couple minutes till we come back, okay? All right, hang on, buddy, and listen through your phone so we can hear you, okay? Right.
I like how you talk to him like he's 4.
What?
I like how you talk to him like he's 4. You're patting his little hand.
I'm here. What did you say? I didn't hear you.
He got Mike back on the line.
Yeah.
And he was just very tender with him. It was very grandfatherly.
No. You're welcome. Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
Okay, hold on, guys. Fix It 24/7. Man, do I love these guys. Look, there's a lot of home service companies out there. There's lots of them that'll promise you a tune-up for a very small price on your furnace or AC, depending on the season. These guys actually do it, and they do it right. They're going to tear the whole thing apart. Whether it's the furnace, you're going to see it torn apart. In fact, if you get anxiety easily, you don't want to see it. They're going to take it apart. They're going to clean it. And by the way, the number one killer of a furnace is dirt, and they're going to get rid of it. They're going to put it back together. They're going to slap a no breakdown guarantee on it. All for $39 for new customers. They want to introduce you to this company. Fix It 24/7. These guys do electrical repairs. They do, of course, HVAC or HVAC. They do plumbing. They do drain cleaning. Whatever you need. And the way they get to you and show you how great they are is this deal. It usually takes an hour and a half, 2 hours. You're going to be so happy. You go to fixmyhome.com. Get signed up right now. You can do it right there, right through the internet. You'll get a time. They'll come out. They'll do it. You got to do it before it gets super cold because the deal goes away. No joke. Fixmyhome.com.
What's hilarious?
I'll do that stare after this. Is that cool?
Yep. But I picked up when I was talking to Mike.
I just heard him cough.
Wow.
I know he's there.
Did you
Whether
give
or
him
not
the
he
wrong
actually speaks? Oh, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, did you encourage him to go to Michigan?
Good afternoon, Tom Martino Show.
We are swamped today.
Dollars may bring in a relish.
Jerry, I was.
No, you're not. You're not invited, Dollar.
Buick Enclave.
No, there'll be no relish tray in my house ever. In fact, people in Franktown shoot people with relish trays.
Dollar, I'm so excited for your relish tray.
Yeah, right.
With
No relish tray, brother.
was up with
No
your
joke, no relish tray. In fact, here's the deal. You bring a relish tray, I'm going to tell the funniest story about you to everybody in my house. Oh, yes.
You've got a much larger audience behind that mic.
Yeah, that's true.
Just bring it, Dollar. Don't worry.
Hang on for me, Jerry.
Yeah, bring real food. No one wants a fucking olive and a raw onion.
All right, hang on.
Vestera Properties. Let me tell you something about Barry Miller. He has the knack. You know, some people, I forget what that movie was. Boy, I'm getting myself off track, but I got to ask myself this. What was that damn movie where they were up in the mountains and the guy goes crazy? It had Jack Nicholson in it.
The Shining.
The Shining. Remember? The kid had the Shining. Whatever it was, he could see bad things were going to happen. Barry Miller's like that, but it's not bad things. Barry Miller can actually see and understand different areas in the country because he's got the Shining that go up in value. So you basically invest with him and you buy a house. You own it. And because of the area that Barry knows, it goes up. and you make money when you sell it a year or so later. He also helps you with property management. He helps you with the realtor. He helps you with the financing. He can help you as much as you want or as little as you want, but you got to call Barry up. He knows the places. Check him out at VesteraTurnkey.com. We have listeners, literally listeners, making 40 to 50% annual returns. Call The Shining. I better ask him if that's cool if I start saying that. Anyhow, it's Friday. Check him out, though. VesteraTurnkey.com. Great people.
Mike, are you there?
It's the damn Shining.
Okay.
The black dude would talk to the kid and go, "You got to shine."
Okay.
Savvy says there's no onions on a proper relish tray, Mark.
We're not doing any kind of relish tray. I'll tell you, Dollar, I already told you what's going to happen. You bring the relish tray. First of all, it's going to be a fun Thanksgiving because I'm going to stand up and tell a great story. Then, the following Monday, when we're back in studio, I'm going to have that same story told nationwide.
Dollar, bring the relish tray.
What's on the relish tray? Are you doing olives and
No, it's a fucking, it's a jar of relish.
Made by Vlasic.
Okay, I'm thinking of a different relish.
Bo says, Dollar, the Majors will have enough food. I will take the relish tray.
What's in a relish tray?
Oh, I can look.
I'm looking.
No, right here. This is what's going to be in our relish
Usually
tray.
olives.
Carrot sticks.
Look.
Yeah, well,
No.
that's crudité.
No. Dill pickles.
Yeah.
Pickles. Look, olives.
Okay.
Look at this.
Tell me if you would eat this. Tell me anybody out there that would eat what's on a relish
Gherkins.
tray. Ready? Sweet gherkins.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a gherkin?
My wife
Have you
loves
ever
them.
heard of
My
a
wife
gherkin?
loves
That's that
those
little
fucking
baby.
things.
A gherkin.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
so
does that
cute.
make us refined or the opposite of refined?
Yeah, one of y'all
They're
turned your mic
little
on and
It's a cocktail.
Our small crunchy cucumbers.
Go, I hear you.
pickled.
yeah,
Did you have to?
I got it.
Okay, good. One of you hit your mic. Don't hit your mics.
Oh, it might have been me.
Yeah, don't do that.
It might have been me.
Especially with me in the room.
Also have like pickled onions or something like
So
that, which is
gherkins,
really
they're the
good.
little ones, Mark.
Yeah,
How about
they're good.
pickled cauliflower?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, bring that, Dollar.
Jardiniere. It's called jardiniere.
My damn dog would walk up to that and walk away. And she eats anything.
Oh, I got your picture, Dollar. That's what I showed Mark. Gherkins are the best.
Yeah. Hey.
Not on the line.
Just tap that little microphone
On the line again.
while listening to Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
All right, 303-713-8255, 303 Martino. You've been ripped off or taken advantage of. Okay, we left off with, who did we leave off with, people?
Mike.
Oh, he couldn't pick up or he wasn't there. Mike, are you there?
Yes.
So what is going on? What's your question on oil?
Yes, Calvin. Would you recommend using bar and chain oil in a 307 Chevy engine? It's the only 30-weight oil that Walmart still sells.
It's not a bad question. Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd use 30-weight oil in anything anymore.
I'm looking, what outlet in Lakewood could I still buy a quart of 30-weight HD oil, just straight 30-weight?
I'd have to look around. I don't know.
Hey, Mike, have you ever heard of Amazon?
I don't use Amazon for anything.
I bet they would. I bet you could find it on Amazon, or I bet Walmart Plus app. But maybe I'm stretching things here. Guys, anybody? You guys looking?
I would check, with Napa and other places.
Mike, hold on. I'm going to force these guys to find a place for you. I'm going to put you on hold. Mike calls in all the time. I know we had another listener go out and help him. Let's find out. Where did he say where he lives? Lakewood? What area? What area? Lakewood?
I just found it on Amazon or on the AutoZone site.
Mike, are you in Lakewood?
No, I'm in West Denver.
West Denver. Okay, everybody hold tight. 303-713-8255. Another hour to go right here on the Troubleshooter Show. Don't forget, help at troubleshooter.com, 303 Martino. Jerry, Rachel, Mike, James, hold tight. Not Walmart.
Well, Walmart too, probably, but I don't know.
But he's in the vegetable aisle looking for it.
He's trying to build a relish tray.
He's looking for a relish tray.
Dollar's relish tray is going to have those little baby corns.
Dollar? Okay, listen. See, Dollar doesn't
I'm so
know me.
excited.
Dollar is not taking me at face value right now.
Truck, 307.
If he's smart, he'd just bring you a bandeja de condimentos.
Yeah. Bring a pizza. You want to do something? Bring a pizza.
Bring him a bandeja de condimentos.
No, I don't want that either.
Why not?
What is it? Yeah, exactly. I knew I was getting the okie doke put on me. It's the Mexican relish
I
tray.
do that with my granddaughters all the time. They refuse to eat quesadillas, so instead, I make them Mexican grilled cheese.
Or Mexican pizza. You know, Lazy Dog has a hell of a good fucking quesadilla.
It's called an inside-out quesadilla.
It is fucking good. I like how Mike always asks Kevin, though. It doesn't matter. Tom can be here, I could be here, and he basically doesn't even acknowledge anybody, just right to Kevin. I wanted to ask Kevin something. Did you work on his shit or something? No idea.
Well, you're always here, aren't you? Yeah, every weekend.
On Fridays.
I come through.
He hangs out in the hallway.
The rest of the time he's in the office.
We keep him stashed in the corner next to the crackers.
All right, dust off Kevin and pull him out. It's Friday. Now, we don't do relish trays at the Mager house. You can bring like one of those meat and cheese plates with like salami and pepperoni and ham and crackers and cheesecake and chocolates.
That's called a charcuterie.
And pizza.
Jalapeno cheese logs.
I need coffee.
Case of good beer.
Bring some breakfast burritos, brother. Yeah, a case of good beer. Yeah, just bring liquor. There's going to be 25 people there. Bring liquor, for God's sake. Relish tray.
Mark, you were referring to
I didn't realize he was that feminine.
Mark?
Although... Who's speaking?
Me?
Yes, Kelly.
You're referring to a charcuterie.
Oh, God. No, I'm not. I don't like those either.
What did she say?
A charcuterie. No.
Charcuterie.
Have you ever seen a charcuterie board with pizza, chocolate, and what else did I say?
If we have one at the house, you snack on that.
Yeah,
Don't
the
even,
meat and cheese.
Don't even, princess.
And crackers.
Listen, just...
Your slip's starting to show, Mark.
You know what? Everybody just shut up. You think I'm going to take my eating advice from Kelly? Now, I might ask her about certain cocktails, like what's the best ingredients in a mimosa?
All she puts in hers is vodka.
Oh, that's it.
Wait.
No, it's just vodka.
That doesn't go in a mimosa. What are you talking about, Jeff?
We didn't say you made a good one.
What is your favorite hard liquor, Kelly? Vodka?
No, I don't drink hard liquor.
What's
I don't like it.
What's your favorite drink then?
Chardonnay or Cabernet.
Wine.
From Napa.
Yeah.
From Napa.
How late do you go? You go to 2 then?
Yeah.
By the way, you can also get Napa auto
Used
parts
to be 9 to
in Napa.
1. It was 3 hours for a long time. Then it went to 4 hours.
It's been 4 hours pre-COVID.
Yeah, a long
time.
But-
You've been here during
but
4
were
hours
we
for
9
sure.
to 1 or... no, we were 10 to 1.
10 to 1.
Tom might have been 9 to 1 at some point.
I forget, why did we get, who was in that hour before us? Do you remember? Anybody? Bueller? Anybody?
Is that before Michael?
I don't think Mike was here. Mike was gone for a good year or so. He was here, then he was gone, then he was back.
I
he
think
did
when
the 2 to
Brown
4.
went is when we got to 4.
Maybe it was when Brown went.
Okay.
Brown was afternoons then, right?
Yeah, he
Yes.
used to be from 2 to 4.
It was. So we would go, then Brown was after, and that's exactly right. Then we took Brown's 1 hour, and I don't know what happened. Who was doing the second hour? Is that when Leland came into play?
Well, Leland was 2 to 4, and he came literally right after Michael.
Yeah. Because Michael was 2 hours back when he was afternoons, right?
Correct. 2 to 4.
So what I'm saying is we took the 2 to 3. Who took the 3 to 4 in that period of time when he was gone? I just don't remember.
We took the 1 to 2.
Yeah, we took.
You took 1 to 2.
Yeah, that's right. So who took 2 to 3? Because Leland was always 2 hours. Or maybe they just extended it.
No, I think they extended it.
I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, my brain hurts.
Because that's also when you started doing Twisted View.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, sometimes.
He would pour this cream whiskey. What was it called? Buffalo Trace Cream.
It was bourbon cream, right?
Bourbon cream by Buffalo Trace, but basically all it was is like Bally's cream. So it's like, 18% alcohol. So like a shot of it would do nothing. But it'd be good in coffee. You like that in coffee? Irish cream?
Black coffee. Yeah. That's all.
No
Right
Kahlua?
off the campfire, 50 cents for a 50-gallon drum. That's
it. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are all automotive guys. It's
No,
that
but they
coffee had been sitting around for 5 hours.
But
Do you guys
remember,
have any fresh coffee? Yeah, right over there.
Beer, though.
fresher than it was yesterday.
Yep.
Do you remember that, though?
What's that?
He mixed it with root beer.
Yeah, he'd put it in a root beer. That's right.
Yeah, a little bit of root beer. So it was like weird.
I'll tell you the most I ever had to drink on this show, and Tom was running it. He was sitting over here. I was second chair, and it was when Steve Moss Rock and Roll Brewery came in the first time. When he came in the other times, I realized how much of his beer I can handle. His beer is fucking strong. It is stronger than any beer out there. I don't care what he makes. It's like 8 to 12%. Except for his super light beer. But his triple IPA is it's like whiskey.
It was
But he could have brought 3 or 4. I think the first time he brought like 10 different ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a bunch.
And when I don't have to do live spots and shit, it's a lot easier to sit back and drink beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Empty stomach with that much.
Yeah, that's who I'm wondering how we're going to feel after getting 6 vials.
Than ever. You can now set Denver's talk station as a preset.
Awesome. Doing it now.
On the free iHeartRadio app.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Welcome, my friends, to the only show of its kind. We're here to solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. You got any issue at all, bad contractor, bad anything, if you can't get through today, please, you got to email us at help, H-E-L-P, at troubleshooter.com. Please, I implore you, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your kids, tell your teachers, tell your professors, tell your doctors, tell anybody you know. If they need help, this is the place. Doesn't cost anything. We've recouped over $300 million in cash merchandise, exchanges, refunds directly due to this show. 45 years in strong. Please help, H-E-L-P at troubleshooter.com or 303 Martino. That works nationwide. 303 Martino. Now, I do want to tell you about Water Pros. Paul's a man. He put together a package. $4,600. You get a whole house water system. Gets rid of chlorine. Softens the water. Gets rid of forever chemicals. And at your main tap, the kitchen tap, you get a point of use. This is a $10,000 setup he's doing for $4,600. You got to give these guys a call. I love Paul. Suzanne and I bought his system 2 or 3 years ago. Never one problem with it. It works perfect. Very low maintenance. You're going to love Water Pros. Go to waterpros.net. That's waterpros.net for that deal. You got to mention the show. Now, let's do this. Let's move back to Mike real quick. Mike called up. He wants to know where to buy straight 30-weight oil. Guys, why isn't it even made anymore? I mean,
it is.
It is made, but what would it be used in? Most cars call for like a 530, a 030.
Most cars want a multi-viscosity oil, where the straight 30 is a single weight.
So educate me. A 030 is what compared to a 1030?
Different parameters in it. As it gets warm or hot, it'll have different.
And then a straight 30 is not a 030, it's just a 30.
It is straight 30 all the time.
So back in the day, everything seemed to be 1040, right?
Yep.
But now it's what? What's the average?
020.
020. And he's looking for a straight 30 for an old vehicle.
Yep.
Where can Mike buy it?
Napa
Auto Parts, Mike.
They got 2 cases in stock.
They have it in stock in your area. Do you know where that is?
Non-detergent. Yep.
Mike?
Yes.
Do you know where that is? Napa Auto Parts. They have it in stock.
Yes, if I use anything lighter than straight 30 weight in this engine, it'll use more oil.
Yeah. No, it works.
Yep, but you can buy it right now at Napa. There's a Napa right near you.
They have with detergent and non-detergent both ways.
Which way would you get it, with or
He
without?
prefers the non, which is fine. Yeah.
So, Mike, does that help you out, I hope?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your call as always. Jerry, what is your question on extended warranties?
Okay, I've got a 2020 Buick Enclave, and it's out of warranty now, and I'm just looking for a good warranty company to use because of the cost of repairs, and also if you'd advise me if I should even get a warranty.
Well, I'm gonna let everybody chime in on this one. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've never bought one. And I take calls all the time where they simply don't do anything. They simply don't. In your case, it could be a little different. Most of the big problems, you buy a used car, you buy the warranty from the dealer, or you buy it even aftermarket, and they deny everything based on pre-existing conditions. But you've owned the car forever, so it's a little different. I actually heard a warranty, guys, advertised on my way to work listening to Sirius XM, and I've never heard of it. And then I started thinking, in the past year, there must have been 10 of these that nationally advertised that have popped up. They're everywhere.
Hey, Mark, can I tell you something?
Please.
I've been trying to get in touch with you about your car's extended warranty.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. They get all the information from the damn DMV too, and the manufacturers when it goes out, and they try to sell it to you.
So I've had the best luck with CarShield, and even there, it's starting to get pretty restrictive these days. You're better off if you take that money you would spend monthly with them,
put it aside,
put it into a high yield savings account.
And the worst ones out there are these ones where you don't buy the whole warranty, you pay like $30 a month.
Well, and that's what he's talking about with this CarShield. I have to completely disagree with him on CarShield. I cannot stand
We
that.
get a lot of complaints on them. But we get people don't call us up bragging about things.
Last year, for 6 months, they were pretty decent.
And Kevin said the same thing for a while there. He was flowing with them. But they always want to send me used stuff, which I
they
will
switched
not
it up.
do.
It seems like the past year they've...
Okay, Kevin, there's two. Kevin
dropped the ball.
Yeah, same thing. They're 50-50. Sometimes they really pan out. But you can't buy a decent warranty outside of a dealership.
Let me ask you guys, a 2020 Buick Enclave, are you going to keep this thing for a long time, Jerry?
Planning on keeping it, yes. It's been a good car.
And how many miles are on it now?
55,000.
And you bought it new?
Yes.
And he bought it new, and you've maintained it. You've done everything the book says to do, the oil changes, whatever.
Yes, even sooner. I do 5,000 no matter what.
And do you have a good relationship with the mechanic?
Yeah, Patrick at Big O, he's pretty good.
So, guys, just thinking of the Buick and taking him for his word that he's taking good care, I mean, what can he expect between now and 100,000 miles? Anything?
Not really. I mean, it's pretty solid up to 100,000.
Maybe brakes?
Oh, yeah,
well,
but
that's a
not
wear
a
and tear
warranty
item. That's something that's not going to get covered by warranty anyway.
Oh, that's true. It's not. So, transmission, engine should be okay.
Yeah.
I would get the crankcase system service.
And then, have you done the transmission service?
Well, I have not.
Well, I would say you're overdue. I mean, your owner's manual probably says somewhere around 60 to 80,000 miles, but I recommend you do that every 3 years or 36.
And that is money in the bank right there.
Okay, transmission, and okay.
Transmission service, and then what did you say, Tom?
The PCV system. Everybody forgets they exist.
What is it?
It's supposed to keep the air flowing through the crankcase.
Got it.
When they clog,
that
you
little
end up
plastic
sucking oil.
valve.
You end up sucking oil into the intake manifold.
That's basic.
And that hurts the engine.
How about, guys, a tune-up? Does that book, have you done a tune-up, just spark plugs on it, Jerry, or no?
Nothing.
What is that nowadays, like on a 2020 Buick? When do you think the manual says to get new plugs?
Probably 70 to 80,000.
Okay. If you're going to, I love everything these guys are saying, and I agree with them. I wouldn't buy one. I simply wouldn't buy one, man. And just have a good mechanic. You have a good relationship with that person. And I don't think you're going to have any issue for a while, as long as you're on top of that maintenance.
All right. Well, I'll go with that and probably not buy one because I looked on the internet and I signed in and boy, I've got 100 calls already.
There's, don't do it. Don't do it, man. Just don't do it. Don't do
If you
it.
look at it, if CarShield wants $150 a month for the warranty, you put that away for the year yourself. You get $1,800 sitting in a high yield savings account. These days are paying between 4 and 5%.
Yeah, you got $2,100 bucks.
You're making money on that money. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
And that's 1 year. You have that warranty for 3 years. That's $4,000 or $5,000 you banked. And there's nothing that is going to break in that. Most likely, that's going to be 5,000 in the next 100,000 miles. Just since you take care of it and you know the history of it, I just wouldn't mess with it. I do appreciate the call though, Jerry. 303-713-8255. Who's been waiting the longest? Rachel, and then James and Jay. We got one line open, 303 Martino. Rachel, what is going on with this apartment?
Oh, too much. So I moved here August 26th, and there's just been bugs.
Give me the two worst things. Is it the infestation and what?
And the not follow through with the management. So,
what does that mean?
Put notices. So management put notices on my door that pest control would be here to spray out my house, and they asked you to clean out your whole kitchen and move everything to shelves and this and that.
And then they don't show.
They never come to my house.
That would suck.
And
that
then,
would
so
suck.
it's like, how are you getting rid of the infestation? And then they just called me today and told me that if I keep complaining, they're going to give me $1,000 to move out during the holidays and basically let me break my lease, and that's not really what I wanted to do.
Well, okay, and I hear Rachel. I hear you. I'm going to tell you some truths. So, forcing a landlord to actually fix something is almost impossible. Should they? Of course they should. There's nobody should be living out there with bugs everywhere in their house, or, for example, no hot water, or lots of different things. There shouldn't be. But forcing them to do it sometimes simply doesn't happen. Imagine if they didn't have the money. Now, I'm not saying it's legal for them to be a slumlord. I'm saying forcing them to do it is very hard. Just maybe they don't have money. I have no idea, but it really doesn't matter. So really, evicting yourself is what they're talking about, a self-eviction basically, and they're offering you $1,000 to move. You might think about that. I mean, you really might. If they're not going to get rid of the bugs, and this has been going on for a long time, you might be better off moving from this place. I am not going to tell you, I don't mind having one of our deputies by any means call up, but I don't want to give you the impression there's some magic button that we can push to make sure all of a sudden your bug problem is gone. And if your neighbors, if you're in an apartment and your neighbors are filthy people and they have bed bugs and they have roaches, even if they get rid of them in your place, they could easily come back if the other places aren't taken care of.
Well, I understand that. It's just that they're saying pest control is coming, and if they don't come, then there's nothing getting taken care of one way or another.
Let's have deputy. I'm going to have one of our deputies reach out for you. Hold on a second. I want to try to help you out. Do you want that? A lot of times if we call up, we're not going to call up screaming at them and yelling at them. We're going to call up and say, hey, listen, this person's really having trouble. She's cleaned her kitchen out, and then the company never shows up. What can we do to get this done? Would you like that kind of help?
Well, they told me if I keep harassing.
That's why, Rachel, that's why I'm asking you.
To move out.
Rachel, that's why I'm asking you, because we tend to get good results, but I don't know where they're at with you.
Well, today they told me that I could move out. They would be willing to give me $1,000 to move out. And like during the holidays, they're like, we can give you until January to decide.
My God, it sounds like they're giving, but Rachel, they're giving you all kinds of options. And let me say this real quick. The other thing is, If they're willing to let you out of the lease and they're willing to do it on your time frame, why not wait till after the holidays? How much do you pay a month for this?
About $1,500.
$1,500. So you're not on Section 8. You pay it all out of pocket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so really, you have full control over this situation, with the exception, you're not going to make them get the exterminators there. But they're giving you a great option if you want to take it. They can't simply kick you out. If we have Deputy Bo or Deputy Dollar or someone call up there and try to get this bug problem handled and really try to focus on it with them to get you happy, and they say, oh, no, we're going to go ahead and kick her out now. They can't do that unless if you're back on rent. They can't kick you out because you're upset. They can't do it.
Yeah, and I'm upset because they haven't had their follow through. But yeah, I mean.
So Rachel, I'm going to ask you again. Would you like us to call over there?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Kelly, get the information. Give it to Deputy Dollar. Deputy Dollar in his relish tray. That's an inside joke, but give that to Deputy Dollar, please. 303-713-8255. Dave, Jay, and James. Rachel, I promise Deputy Dollar will be reaching out to you. He's going to want your landlord's information or the management company, whatever you got, and we'll pick it up and let's try to get this handled for you. Hopefully they can just get someone over there to kill the bugs. 303 Martino. Hold tight.
I believe this to
Okay, renew. What's that?
I wanted to ask if it was flies, because we have horrible flies up north.
This year flies were horrible.
And there's nothing anybody can do about it. They can't come. Yeah.
We don't even have to open the doors, man. I mean, we come in, we find them dead in the windowsills at the cabin, and the place has been locked up for 2 weeks.
597-4500, right?
597-4500.
Because what other bugs do you get out here, really?
Well, cockroaches and stuff.
Do you? Yeah.
Around the plumbing.
We live in the mountains, and you get the spiders, but I don't see any other bugs.
We had a lot of bees this year.
A lot of bees?
John
really?
Fuller Law,
That's good,
I
though.
have engaged with him. He's a personal injury attorney twice. One time when Suzanne and I were coming back from Sam's Club, this lady was screaming at her little kids in her Suburban in the back seat, blew right through a red light, sideswiped us. Every airbag goes off. Car was totaled. Suzanne had a broken nose, back issues. I had some back issues. You know, all said and done, we called John the next day. You know, you go to the emergency room, you get your head back together. We went to John the next day, and fast forward a year and a half, he got us every penny of insurance she had, every single nickel. Best results you could ever imagine. Not only did he collect all that money, but then afterwards, when the ambulance wanted to get paid and the chiropractor and the hospital and everybody wanted to get paid, he negotiated those bills down so much it was incredible to put a lot more money in our pocket. You're going to love John Fuller. Then about a year later, our daughter got rear-ended on I-25, injuries, car totaled, same type thing. He did the exact same thing. John Fuller, Fuller Law, 303-597-4500. Call him. Talk to John. He'll answer any questions you have about an auto accident. You can call him right now, 303-597-4500, or his website is callfuller.com.
Without the tattoos, I wouldn't have known who that was.
Who?
Jelly Roll.
Oh, yeah. He looks a lot different
He's
now.
lost a lot.
Yeah, well, plus he shaved.
No, we didn't. Oh my God, look at him! Wow, what a difference.
I wouldn't have known that was him without the tattoos.
Yeah, that's a trip.
Yeah, he started out, it says 540 pounds.
Yeah, quick guy.
That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Code PO456. What the hell's that?
EVAP.
That's a EVAP link.
Do all, so it doesn't matter what kind of car it is, it can have the same codes, right?
They're pretty standardized.
That's where the OBD2, they're OBD2 codes, not manufacturer's codes.
ODB1, that didn't even have really a slot either, did it? You didn't just plug in a scan tool.
No, you had that little key.
You had keys you put in with the scan tool.
God, that's weird.
Yeah.
And then you would have to have multiple different scan tools?
No, same scan tool, just the key would give you the...
Right, but you had different, like on the Snap-on brick, you had different cartridges you have to push in for Ford or for Chevy.
Got it.
Different plugs,
I got
Ford plug or Chrysler plug.
What's a good scan tool now run? 5, 10?
With
decent ones in the $3,000 range.
Yeah, like my Zeus with the cart and everything else, I'm about 12 grand into that.
Well, you can go, you know, depending on what you get, graphing capabilities with the scanner or whatever you get with it.
God, 12 grand, Jesus.
Yeah, it does a lot more than read codes.
Oh, yeah.
A lot more.
So my code reader talks to my phone through Bluetooth, and I got it for $49 on Amazon.
My code reader talks
So you got ripped off.
My code reader talks to me from the other room because I could be in my office and I tell somebody else to go flip and do it.
I think mine's called like Blue Driver or something.
There's a lot of the smaller like launches and stuff like that that are really good for these codes.
Yeah, but and if you've got your launch, don't be doing any updates with it because they're in that fight with Snap-on. It's Chinese knockoff. They've been stealing their software.
Stealing the software, so when you update it, instead of getting more, you get
Less.
Oh my God!
You just don't update it.
They would take away.
Who was doing this?
Launch, because they're getting sued, so they had restraining orders and injunctions.
Because they were stealing software.
Supposedly.
Holy
that was the lawsuit.
So you would run one of their updates, and it would delete shit that they weren't supposed to give you.
It would delete the other stuff, yeah.
That would be.
All of a sudden, I can't get into Chrysler. What the hell's going on? I don't know what.
I'd be so pissed.
That happened to me with banks too, because I have just a typical upgrade on there, just run it in work mode all the time and everything else. Well, one of the things it did was got rid of the factory
for like 100
program delay
selling
on the
1,000 or
throttles,
some shit like
and it was great. You had instant power as soon as you stepped on it. You didn't have that little hesitation before you. Well, and then I upgraded the software and it went away. 2 weeks later, they came out with what's called the pedal monster.
I update them every other year.
It gets rid of the factory delay.
And it's $100. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. You did it, yeah, exactly. Now, do you have a guy that does that, or is it each tech does it?
Each tech does
Yeah.
it, and I want a screenshot of this. This will send the screenshot to technician.
Oh, okay.
So that way you.
That's neat.
But that's the point. This is the
John Libby. Yes, we have shows. I finally went to YouTube today. We have shows Monday, Tuesday.
Local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. Denver's talk station. 630 KHOW.
All right, 303-713-8255-303 Martino. You've been ripped off or taken advantage of. We want to hear from you. One line open. Don't forget help at Troubleshooter.com. Jay had a comment on that oil. Hey, Jay, what is your comment on oil?
Hey, first of all, just because he said something, never, ever, ever, ever use bar and chain oil in a internal combustion engine unless you really hate it. But 30-weight oil, there's two basic kinds. One is for small engines like your lawnmower.
Got it.
And it doesn't have the additive packages, doesn't have detergent. It's just real basic oil, terrible for cars. So when you pop down to Walmart or AutoZone or wherever the heck you're finding it, just talk to them, make sure you're getting the stuff for automobiles.
Got it. Good point.
Also, you guys have a good recommendation. There's a lot of muffler shops around, but I need one that's a good muffler shop. My truck's really needing a muffler.
God, I used to have one over in Montbello. This guy, man, he could do anything. He could he'd like basically customize mufflers. And cats back in the day before all the California crap. But guys, I don't know anymore. Do you guys have a good old school muffler shop?
I used to have a good relationship with the one up the road, but it's changed hands 2 times since the guy that I used to deal with.
Yeah.
So I sent all my guys to a welding school, actually, a few weeks ago for this sort of thing.
So they can do all that?
We can't custom bend pipe, but we could do a full welded set.
Say it again, Jay.
You know what I'm running into is I've ordered 4 mufflers for my truck now, and they all look exactly like the muffler on my truck. But when they come, they're way different size. I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah, but you should be able to weld that right in, right? I mean,
typically, what part of town are you looking?
I'm in Wheat Ridge. I'm not far from you guys. But
There's a couple guys that I've used. Is Intermountain Radiator is on about 20th and Federal, 24th and Federal.
Oh, yeah.
Riley's been there for 100 years. And then
I'm just looking for one.
And he does radiators?
No, he used to do radiators. You don't do them anymore, but he's an exhaust shop.
He is an exhaust shop.
He bends and welds and the whole bit.
But he never changed the name.
No, just Intermountain Radiator for forever.
So let me get this straight. For the third time, the radiator shop does not do radiators anymore.
No Pepsi, Coke.
They're an exhaust shop.
Yes.
That is bad business.
Well, it's Intermountain Radiator and exhaust if you go the whole title.
Okay, that's a little better.
Or BDM is the...
Jay, I'd call them. I mean, Kevin's recommendation is going to be great.
Yeah, I don't want to modify a bunch of stuff. I keep getting them. They come in the mail, I open them up, I hit them with a tape measure and go, that's not even close.
No, they'll know what you need. They have access to all that.
Yeah, man, I'd go there. That sounds like that's all they do, even though their name says they do radiators. I'd love to get... He just doesn't want to pay for a new sign.
Occasional radiator and mufflers.
Yeah, occasional radiators and mufflers. James, what's going on with you? James?
Oh, sorry about that.
No problem. What's going on, man?
I think my son is a victim of the really low property damage limits that Colorado insurance allows. He was in an accident. He was rear-ended and pushed into the car in front of him. There's no dispute about who was at fault. It's just a really low limit on the at-fault driver's insurance.
What is it, 25?
Totaled. 15.
15. Wow.
It doesn't seem like anybody was injured, but it's like, yeah, and with it hitting 2 vehicles and their vehicle involved as well, like his is totaled, the other one's getting repaired. So they've made it clear that they're not going to be able to pay out all of the money that he's owed.
Yeah, of course.
And part of this is how do I make sure that I recover as much as I can on his behalf, right? What advice can I give him? And then how much money, like if it's different by $3,000, $5,000. What amount of money is worth pursuing the at-fault driver over directly?
It depends.
And I don't even expect we get a payout in that point.
Well, it can cost $2,000 or $3,000 just to figure out if they have any assets. I mean, if you could figure out just, for example, they have a house and could come up with some kind of amount of equity they might have.
Yeah, but Mark, with limits that low, I'm guessing they probably don't have
Well, that's
assets.
the other thing. Yeah, exactly. Right. With 15,000 or state minimum, 1525, they probably don't have anything. I mean, really, you got to look at it that way. But if they had a job, if they truly had a job and it was a W-2 job and they care about their job and they're not a bum, I mean, you could get you could get more. There's no doubt about it, and then garnish their paycheck. Hey, this is some good questions. Let's get John Fuller on. Were we able to get him before? Did we even try? Kelly?
Not yet, but I can definitely call
Yeah, see if we can't get John on. I want to ask him that. Now, here's the other thing, though, Andrew, and I say this, or I'm sorry, James, I say this for everybody else listening. You probably have already learned this, but how come there wasn't any underinsured or no insured coverage that your son had?
He does, and it's state mandated. When I looked into it, they only make it for bodily injury.
Oh.
You have to buy a separate
Policy.
underinsured property damage coverage as a separate rider if you want to have that additional coverage.
Is he in Colorado?
Paid off, so that's why he doesn't have collision. Yeah, we're in Colorado. And so his car's paid off. It was only a $12,000
What insurance
car.
company is it?
Like $10,500. The at-fault driver was Root, and he's insured through Geico. And then the third car, like he got hit hard enough, he got pushed. They were all at a stoplight, and the third driver didn't stop. So the first driver that hit him is completely at fault. So they're paying for the repair on the car in front of my son, and then splitting the difference of that $15,000 between those two vehicles.
Wow. Hold on. I want to get John on.
Mark,
Yeah.
Deputy Deegis, he must be listening. He said, he texted me, when the at-fault driver goes to court for his ticket, this caller can ask for restitution. So there's
that would be
another
true, too.
avenue. Thanks, Dee.
Did he get a ticket?
My son was not cited. We only have the other driver's contact information, so I'm not certain. I guess we could contact the PD and try to
You
find
should
out.
still have the case number, yeah.
Is there a case number?
I don't know.
The cops might never even came out for all we know. I mean, I'm not so sure there's a case, Jeff.
Yeah, an officer came out. They filled out the information sharing form.
Yeah, you know what? We got John Fuller up now. Hey, John, hold on. I appreciate you coming on. I got to take this break. You know what I'm talking about. So hold on here, James, and I got an attorney up. I want to ask him when it makes sense. 303-713-8255.
KHOW Denver, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station. Download the free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Now, impact traffic.
Normal slowdowns throughout the Denver Metro for your Friday afternoon commute. I-25 northbound, some stop and go between Alameda and Colfax. Not really affecting things too bad. Seen a couple minutes of delays there. I-25 southbound, some congestion just after I-70 clears right up around 38. On the northwest end of town, Highway 287, both north and southbound lanes are seeing some stopped-up traffic at Dillon Road due to a traffic light malfunction. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by Supersure.
Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get Supersure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, not a little sure, but Supersure. It's so exciting. Supersure, coming soon.
Fix it 24/7. Yes, it's true. If you're a new customer of theirs, and if you're looking for a great HVAC company that also does electrical and drain cleaning, I highly suggest you call these guys. But here is the bottom line. They will come out for new customers, $39. They're going to tear that furnace apart. They're going to clean all the dirt out of it. It generally takes an hour and a half to 2 hours. They're going to put a no breakdown guarantee sticker on there, and you're going to be all set for when the cold finally gets here. You got to make that call now, though, in order to get this deal. As soon as it gets super cold, the deal goes away till next year. Simple as that. Don't put it off any longer. Go to fixmyhome.com. I love these guys. Fixmyhome.com, and you can get it scheduled right there. Okay.
And did you want to call that lady back with the Lexus?
Which one is that?
That's the one she couldn't get the transmission.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Kelly, get that lady on with the transmission and the Lexus. You know who we're talking about?
Sherry.
Is she in there?
Sheila.
She's not in there.
Sheila is her. Let's see here.
If you got her number there, I can call her right on this phone. Yeah, I'm not going to bring a bottle of whiskey. I'm going to bring a fucking jar of pickles. Yeah, okay.
Not just pickles, gherkin.
Oh, yeah, and gherkin. I'm going to give you some gherkin, some olives, and yeah, don't bring whiskey. Yeah, don't bring any beer. That'd be crazy. A cheesecake? Oh, come on.
I will go tell her.
Would you have the balls to show up at someone's house with a bowl of olives and some gherkin?
As long as they were providing the whiskey, sure.
Long as they got the bourbon.
Long as they have bourbon, I'll bring whatever you want. Girls, I can do that.
I gotta update that spot. I gotta do 14 fucking spots over the weekend.
After giving 6 vials of blood, I don't know how you're going to do it.
This is Marc Mager. No, I'm not drunk.
This is why you get blood work taken at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I want you to call my friends at CMG.
Yeah, but just think that blood that you just gave last week could be going through somebody's boner right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally up to you. I've taken about 4 phone calls today about Monday's interlude between Anthony and Matthew. So I don't know if you want to just give an update that we're still waiting.
Yeah, we should have the body cam footage Monday.
Well, you did do that already. Yeah.
I did give a quick one.
Yeah.
I'll tease it for Monday, though.
Yeah.
I think we will have it Monday. Hopefully, Dimitri's doing this job. You know, we paid Dimitri so much money, it's crazy, and all we want is body cam footage.
Kelly, will you try Sheila again when you get
Well, with what you pay dollar, you'd think you
That's
could get
the
something
update.
better than a
Yeah.
relish tray.
Jeff had
Yeah,
some
exactly.
information on her call. Got it. Hopefully she answers.
I'm going to give Dollar one of my free pizzas, and he can bring the pizza.
Give him your gherkin.
Yeah, trust me, anybody shows up into my house with gherkin.
Is her name Susan? Tom?
Yeah. Did you see that? I sent you like a
Yeah.
photo of.
But her name is Susan,
That's our
correct?
communication. Yeah.
Okay,
Susan, see it's on the top of that photo, Diefenbach?
Yep.
Diefenbach.
And it's the 4841 number.
Yes, that is it. Yep. Yeah, let me know if you need more info.
That will be a fun story to talk around the table, though, if he does bring that stupid tray of mushrooms or whatever the hell it is.
Smells mushrooms.
A charcuterie board, yes. Yes.
Well, who doesn't like charcuterie boards?
Nobody.
All the bad food that's bad for you all in one tray.
Exactly.
Yep.
Unlike
Cheesecake.
the relish tray.
We go to this place near the.
Yeah, bring a freaking cheesecake sampler, bro.
We go to this place near the hobby store near Wadsworth. I think it's called the Butchery or something, or the Butcher. But they have the charcuterie board in the middle. They have a tallow candle.
Oh wow!
So it's like it's not bad enough, you know. Yeah.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure.
All right, 303-713-8255. I don't have any lines open, but don't forget that number, 303 Martino, works on and off the air. Hey, I do want to tell everybody, Renew Home Innovations now has the guaranteed lowest price on a new furnace. Simple as that. If you need a furnace, if another company told you you need a furnace and gave you a quote for 10 grand or 5 grand or whatever it is, these guys will beat any price out there, and they'll give you the best price up front as well, which is really relieving. RenewHomeInnovations.com. I promise, call these guys up. They have promised us the guaranteed lowest price in new furnaces and air conditioning. The lowest price. RenewHomeInnovations.com. Now, John Fuller Law. John, how are you doing today, sir?
Great. What's going on, Mark?
We've had this call before, and it's a very interesting one. And why the state of Colorado, the limits are $1,525 for the minimal. It's just ridiculous. Now, we've talked about it. There is not one car out there that you can buy new for under $15,000. I mean, it's really a ridiculous thing. So this guy called up, his kid got into an accident, and basically someone else hit him, but they hit two people. So his kid, is that correct? Is it your son, James?
That's right.
His son is affected, no injuries, just the car and another car, and there's only $15,000 to go around. How the hell does that work? Who decides who gets what? And then his secondary question is, when does it make sense to go after the deficiency to the at-fault driver personally, either through small claims or through any county court, whatever?
Well, I guess really it depends on your pain tolerance for, getting paid back. If you get a judgment and there's no chance in the world of collecting that judgment, then all of your time and effort was just kind of wasted. And, on the other hand, if it appears a person has a job and has some ability to pay, it may be worth your while. Interestingly enough, the law is set up where restitution is really it's not a great option, because the statute says if there's a complying policy of insurance, which, as you just mentioned, means only $15,000, then restitution is generally not awardable. But not all judges agree with that. So some judges read that to mean it's only complying and there to the extent that it covers it, and any overage is suitable for restitution. But, you know, a restitution order is just marginally better than a small court judgment and your ability to collect. It still comes down to whether you want to get a check for $13 a month for the rest of however long, or you really want to get your car taken care of. This is why it's so important to have at least uninsured motorist property damage or, you know, full coverage on your vehicle, because you can control what happens on your end, but you can't control the other guy that runs into you.
And John,
unfortunately, the state allows them to have such crappy insurance.
John, I want you to clarify something for everybody listening. So you have uninsured or no insured coverage for health reasons, for injuries, stuff that you deal with on a daily basis. Don't most of those cover the vehicle itself too, or that's like a rider or a completely different kind? It has to be.
No, when you look at your policy, and you just pull the declarations page, or the deck sheet as we call it, and you look at your coverages, there's two main categories: property damage and then liability, and to a lesser degree, you know, uninsured motorist. Your property damage is comprehensive and collision coverage. And then if you don't choose to have either one of those, there's a third coverage called uninsured motorist property damage.
Yep.
And that only relates to your car.
Period.
But as the name implies, it kicks in when the other person doesn't have either any or enough property damage insurance to cover your vehicle when they were at fault. Everything else is on the liability side or the bodily injury side. Liability, of course, deals with injuries that you caused for some other person, and then MedPay and uninsured motorist coverages are the coverages that protect you and your family, no matter who is at fault, to protect against the injuries that you can get.
And John, one more question going back, then James, I'll let you ask all the questions you want. But when one person, and I don't care if they have the state minimum, that part really doesn't matter. But when there's multiple people involved in the accident, in fact, when Suzanne and I hired you, when that lady sideswiped us and ran the red light, she hit another person too, and she only had X amount of dollars of insurance, so we had to kind of split that with her. How does that work in a case like James, though? There's no real attorneys involved, so who decides who gets what? How does that work?
So it works because the insurance company is not going to pay either one of you until there's an agreement that gets made, and the insurance company will probably broker that agreement. They may start with a default of 50-50, and maybe they agree to something else on the merits. Maybe they even spring for a mediator to help resolve that, but they simply won't pay any of it until both sides agree on how they're going to split those proceeds.
Got it. James, go ahead. Ask any questions to our accident expert, John Fuller.
Got it. And I think the total deficiency might only be $3 or $5 total, so it doesn't sound like it's going to be worth pursuing that. So I guess really maximizing what my son can recover through this part of the process. I'm guessing the other driver that was hit may also have collision. So how is an individual without collision coverage or the uninsured property damage coverage, how can I recover as much as possible?
That's a great question. In other words, and let's just make that leap that the other person can get their vehicle 100% covered through their own insurance. Does that mean James, his kid, should get more money from the at fault?
Well, you can make that argument. I mean, you can also make the same argument from the other side, which is regardless of how much insurance I have, we shouldn't have to suffer a bigger claim, on ours just because we have insurance. But I would certainly make that argument and say, look, you've got other coverage you can fall back on. We don't. The other thing that you may try is to compare the value of the vehicles. And if your vehicle is proportionately more expensive than the other one involved, you may argue that you're entitled to a greater percentage of that property coverage on the other side. Of course, that can work against you if you're on the wrong side of that equation. But throw out anything you can think of that might work
and see what sticks.
It's there's no law that says just because the other person has coverage that you should be entitled to more because you don't. That's not something that the law really supports, but you can certainly, plead your case with the adjuster and try to get them to advocate for you and at least discuss with the other carrier an amicable split that allows you to get a little closer to made whole. And then, for $3,000 to $5,000, that might just be right up the alley of small claims court, and certainly putting that pressure on the insurance company, knowing that their insured is going to get sued in this, can also make them try a little harder to work out something with the other carrier to make you, to get you made whole.
I like that idea. And James, small claims court, honestly, would be a good thing for your son just to go through. Of course, if he's over 18 or for you to do with him, it kind of will teach him a lot. And it's only $55 to take that stab at it. But talk to that insurance company.
You're probably going to want to do that sooner rather than later, Mark. Because, in order to really put that pressure on the insurance company to help protect their insured, they're going to have to still be involved in the case and know what's going on. And you just simply say, look, I am not willing to take a back seat here, and you can do whatever you want, but I'm going to go and get a judgment against your insured for the full amount of my damages, and then we'll see where the insurance coverage comes in after that.
So, James, did you get that? You're going to do that before you negotiate anything. That's going to start the negotiation, and you're going to have the upper hand because they're going to have to pay for an attorney to represent. It's going to put a lot of pressure on them. And sometimes I would guess, John, if it made sense to the insurance company, they might even pay out a little more than what the limits are if it makes sense for them not to have to hire an attorney.
It's certainly possible. They have the latitude to make those kind of decisions.
Got it.
They'll never admit to paying a nuisance value of anything, but they're in business as well. And so if it makes sense and maybe their insured has the ability to kick in $2,000 or $3,000 in cash to make this thing get worked out. So apply all the pressure that you can and keep an open mind and see what comes about, and best of luck.
Hey, James, keep us, I had to put you on hold there, so I got to take this break, but keep us in the loop. I'd love to know how this works out. Even if you really don't do anything, we'd like to know how much your son got compared to the other driver. But that's John Fuller you're listening to. Not only is he our expert here on the show, he's my personal expert in Suzanne. We have used this guy multiple times. If you want the best personal injury out there, and what we love is you'll have access to John. He's got a great team around him. But the bottom line is, when you want to talk to John about your case, or if you have a case, you'll talk to the attorney, not some 28-year-old intake person that doesn't even have a law degree. John Fuller, Fuller Law. I appreciate it, John. We'll talk to you next time.
All right, take care.
Now, listen, you can write John's number down right now, 303-597-4500. Give him a call if you've been hurt in an accident, 303-597-4500. Dave, everybody else, hang tight. We'll be back right after this. Would you put Lazara's phone number up for me? The guys at Discount Bath are remarkable. First of all, there's none of that high-pressure BS. If you want your bathroom redone, that's what they do. And, of course, they do it at a discount price. They're actually doing a bathroom in our house right now. High-quality bathroom remodeling with zero games, meaning no high-pressure tactics. They can do any level of finish you want. If you got a $10 million house, they can do the fancy commode. They can do anything you can imagine. Heated tile floors, a steam room, a steam shower, anything they can do. Or they can do just an old tub to shower conversion, or anything in between. They're great people. They've been in the biz for over 20 years. They have tub to shower conversions starting at less than $10,000. That is unbelievable. Their time frame, long as everything's in stock, is great too. Some jobs they can have done within 4 or 5 days. You got to call these guys up or just check out their website. It's so easy to remember. DiscountBath.com. I promise you, I use them personally. You're going to to be so happy, and you're going to love that free initial consultation right in your house to talk about all the different ideas they have and what you want done. DiscountBath.com. That's DiscountBath.com. Joseph A. Lazzara. I hope you never need him. It's weird talking about someone I've never used, but I have talked to numerous different listeners that have used Joe Lazzara. He is a criminal defense attorney, and he's one of the best in the state. He knows all the DAs, knows all the judges up and down the Front Range, and they all respect him. What does that mean for you? That means this. If you're guilty of a crime, he can get you the best deal out there. He knows how to cut a deal because he's on the other side of that sometimes. And if you're guilty, listen to this. If you're innocent, he can get in front of a jury and fight for you and prove your innocence. Either way, this guy can help you out. I've known Joe personally probably 15 years now. Lots of people love him. Lots of them use him. He also has flat rate pricing. Maybe you got caught up in a DUI or some kind of problem with the law. He'll tell you exactly what you're looking at. All in. Not many attorneys do that at all. 303-429-6200. Put it in your phone right now. I don't want you Googling attorneys near me when you're sitting in the can. 303-429-6200. Joseph A. Lazzara.
Mark, guess what I found?
Guess what?
On the floor.
Oh,
Maybe it's the way you're moving your butt. Maybe you're moving your butt differently. And that's why your wallet keeps falling out.
Second wallet.
He returned a wallet this week because it keeps falling out of his back pocket. Then that is
I'm going
his
to
new
take
one.
sandpaper to it.
Put some Velcro in there.
I might get a Velcro wallet, to be quite
I told you to
honest.
get one of those chains.
Nylon.
There you go.
I like the chain.
I've had the same wallet, I think, for about 30 years. My
Well-
girlfriend's, why don't you ever wear the wallet? I was like, I don't like it.
I run into this issue because I've got a badge wallet.
What's a badge wallet?
Carries a badge.
Oh.
And so it's huge.
It's huge.
Oh, because you're firefighting.
Firefighter.
You do.
So there's no way it's going in my back pocket. So now I wear cargo pants all the time. So I can have my wallet.
All right, YouTubers, give me some love there. Give me some thumbs up.
Carrying your wallet in your back pocket's not good for you anyway.
That's what I
It's like
read.
a wedge.
We're going to have a kick-ass update Monday on that body cam footage, too, I hope.
And it's harder to steal when it's in your front wallet.
But that acts like a wedge. It knocks your lower spine out of alignment.
Yeah.
Give you a call at 10 a.m. on Monday, and we're going to go ahead and get one of our car guys on to answer your question about your code.
It's manageable. I love when drugs say, don't take if you're allergic to.
You know, if you're allergic to, you take it.
Or let your doctor know if you've got this, that, or the other thing. Wait a minute. How long have you been going to this doctor? Isn't he the one that told you
He
have all
should
these
know.
things? Isn't he the one that knows that you're diabetic?
That's where they're so good at making money. They just make you think that you need their meds. They say anything. Do you have a headache? Is your foot hurt lately? Is your stomach full? Do you
Does it
fart?
burn when you pee?
Yeah, do you pee sometimes? You need this shit. Come on, Savvy, give me that thumbs up. Chopper, you prick. Give me that thumbs up.
See,
Deputy
you guys never
Dollar,
met
you
Chopper.
better, or else you know what'll happen.
Chopper only comes in on Tuesdays. You guys never get to meet. He's a trip. God bless Chopper, you prick. This is what Chopper sent me. Mark's relish tray.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's
That's
Mark's
about
relish.
how I picture a relish tray.
Ooh, we're out.
Yeah, we are out. I'll hit you guys. I got time to hit all of you.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
All right, don't forget, listen, Jeff Vick, Kimmer Transmission, anything you need transmission related, from those services up to a rebuild, the best price. You're going to love these guys. TransmissionsDenver.com. Kevin Calkin, Sheridan Auto Tech. I love it. SheridanAutoTech.com. You got to check out Kevin for all your oil changes, all repairs, electrical problems. Tom Maggio up north, HandsOnAutotech.com. That's HandsOnAutotech.com. We're going to see you Monday.
Follow Tom Martino at Real Tom Martino and stay connected with all of us at 630KHOW, KHOW.com, and on the iHeartRadio app. This is Denver's talk station, 630KHOW.
Let's take a trip together. I'm joining with Cruise and Tour for a fantastic trip to the Greek Isles next October. I want you to join me. I've traveled the world, but I've never made it to the Greek Isles. You'll get to experience this adventure with me and Cruise and Tour, the same folks that have taken my colleagues Mandy and Ross on multiple trips. This unforgettable 10-day trip starts with a night in Athens and then cruises for 7 nights through the iconic Greek Isles, including Santorini, Crete, touching on Turkey, and the most beautiful, charming, and historical sites of the area. On board, all of our meals, beverages, and tips are included. Regardless if you live somewhere besides Denver, you're still able to join us. So my entire crew of listeners can take advantage of this great offer. It's easy to book or to get more information. Simply go online to michaeltrip.com. That's michaeltrip.com or call Cruise and Tour 800-383-3131. 800-383-3131.
The average time a resume spends on an HR manager's desk is 7 seconds, and most of them are tossed aside. Now imagine if one of those resumes belonged to Yasmin, who was
living in a shelter, juggling 3 jobs. I had to be resilient. That's something that you can't teach.
We rely so much on a resume, yet it could never tell the full story of someone who
Had to be independent and take initiative. And that's how I handle every project I get.
Discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org. Brought to you by Grads of Life and the Ad Council.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on the free iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. New York City Mayor-elect Zoran Mandami, whose campaign on affordability issues helped lead him to a historic victory in the New York City area, is meeting with President Trump at the White House. The president has dialed back criticism of the self-described socialist Democrat, but ABC's Karen Travers says this meeting is not being made public.
The one big thing that we're looking for, of course, was the president's threat to withhold federal funding for New York City. And the White House was asked about that yesterday, and Caroline Leavitt would not commit to removing that threat or that the president would go through with it. She said, we'll see how this meeting goes and we'll let the president speak for himself.
The Indiana homeowner charged in the fatal shooting of a cleaning woman who accidentally went to the wrong home earlier this month was in court. Kurt Anderson's bond set at $25,000. The judge says he must also surrender all firearms until the case is over. On Wall Street, stocks are on a rally in the final day of trading for the week. Investors bargain hunting. This is ABC News. One of the Real Housewives of Utah, who was serving federal prison, could be released early and by the holidays.
Jen Shaw pleaded guilty in 2022 for conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering. She was sentenced to 6 years in prison. Her sentence has been twice reduced for good behavior.